Yeah, man, we back in the building. It's episode 428 of the Rise and Grind podcast. I'm Roderick.
I'm Cari.
Feels good.
Yeah, man. One more time. Come on now.
Let's get to business, man. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that sounds very good. But what's up, brother? How you living, man? What's new with you?
Not much, but I feel good. The weekend's been good. Ending of the week's been good. We're recording on a Saturday.
On a Saturday, the Saturday pod.
Yeah, man. I started thinking about it. I was like, yeah, we shooting Saturday night special. Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, man. We always talk about how good it felt to record on Saturdays because a lot of times, early days, we were recording on Saturdays. We recorded on Saturdays a lot.
Yep.
So, yeah, every time we get to do another Saturday, it kind of take me back to those early days, those early 2018, 2019 days.
Yeah, I was going to say it's been a really long time since we recorded a lot on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you the last time we recorded on a Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night, I really can't remember. We've had some Saturday midday, early day, Saturday mornings, but Saturday night, I really can't recall either. This whole past week, we've been switching up. We did a Tuesday pod.
We did.
And now we're doing a Saturday pod.
This is a crazy week. What the hell do we have going on?
Man, it's just been this month, if you ask me. We coming up on the end, but we've been talking about it all year, but really since last month, I'll say, in the start of this month, we were just talking about how June was going to be.
It was going to be a crazy month, and it has been.
It's still not over.
It's been all over the place.
Which is why we're here on a Saturday, because it still isn't over. The month still isn't over.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, though.
So I'll say we had the Thursday pod.
Yeah.
Left and did Bible study that evening. We had Bible study with the guys around 7 p.m. Shout out Leo. He put on a pretty good session as the Bible study lead.
I loved it for sure.
Yeah, I don't think, and this is the thing. While I will get something out of Bible study every single time, like I have no problem telling you, like, if you missed that week. But nobody's missed. Everybody has put down like something you can tell they've really talked to God about.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like anybody came in and you could tell they was BS, and you could tell everybody worked on what they were doing.
Yeah, you can tell everybody prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So shout out Leo. That was a good Bible study session.
Yeah.
After that, we had the versus B2K Pretty Ricky, and of course we'll get into that more when we actually get to that part of the show. But watch that. That was a good time. I set that up on my iPad. And me and Shorty were watching that because on my actual TV, USA played on Thursday too.
Yep.
Turkey yay. They took them at the end.
Turkey yay.
Yeah, when did we start calling it turkey yay?
Man, I had to look that shit up too. I think it's since the last World Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It's very recent because the entire time, I'll shit you not, when the World Cup first started, I thought it was a different country.
I knew it was the same country because that population is very heavy at my school, and I know the flag. So I'm looking at it, but I've only heard like when people speak of the actual nationality and they say Turkish.
Right.
I haven't talked about Turkey enough there to know the name of the country changed.
Man, that shit was mind blowing, bro.
Like Turkey yay?
Turkey yay.
And like now I actually do want to speak to someone at my work about it.
Who's Turkish?
Yeah, because like I know how Native Americans felt when they changed the Redskins name. They're like, man, fuck all that. Take that shit back. Like,
that's such a crazy comparison.
So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but like, I just want to know if there's anybody there. It's like, man, we don't call that shit no turkey, eh?
Yeah, that shit is crazy. But I'm looking it up. It says after the 2022 World Cup is when they changed it. So very recent, just the last World Cup.
My thing though is, is there something about the World Cup specifically that changed the name of?
No, that's a good question. I wouldn't assume that it's just for the World Cup. I would think the entire country. Like,
I know. I'm just saying,
but I don't know.
They're highlighting.
It doesn't say
after World Cup 2020. Like,
yeah, no, you're right.
What are we saying that for?
That would be, I don't want to spend too much time trying to find it, but that would be definitely something that I want to know now. Like, does the entire country, like in all areas of life?
Yeah, I'm gonna tap it. Yeah. Does Gen X of Turkey, like, have they called, like, they doing that, or like they on some hell no, this is Turkey for life?
Nah, it says here they officially changed the name.
Yeah, I need to know what I'm going to tap in with the people though. Like
It says it's a formal request to rebrand the country's name to a name that highlights its culture and expressionism more. Turkey is the best representation and expression of the Turkish people's culture, civilization, and values. This is from Yahoo. Turkey.
See, I don't want to sound judgmental right off the bat.
Yeah.
But like this is when you read that, it sounded like when Latinx came out. Like when they decided, like
when they started giving out urban awards.
Yeah, like when
like
they started changing, like don't say Latin, Latino, Latinx.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
They didn't tell you. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, then you go tap in with your actual homies, and they be like, "Bro, don't call me that shit." Should I call you Latinx?
Right. Turkey-ish.
Yeah. Are you Turkey-ish?
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask first.
Yeah, definitely. It was a shock to me though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, when the World Cup this year, as I started watching, and USA, like you mentioned, we'll get back to your week in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I was watching, even before that game, and I heard the announcers and everybody saying Turkey, bro, I was so confused. Thought it was a different country, a whole different country.
I'm telling you, and I probably would have been in the same boat had I not known that flag.
Right.
But yeah, that's I'm gonna ask. It's like a white person asking to say the N-word. Which one should I call you?
Yeah, fact.
Should we say colored or black? yeah. Things are changing.
Colored.
But moving on from Thursday. Thursday was a pretty good day.
Okay.
I actually shot around at golf that day as well.
Thursday morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went out and played golf on Thursday. I'm not going to talk my score. But I will tell you, because I told you and I told Jordan that about 5 holes in, I wanted to go home.
Yeah, and then so that should let you know.
Yeah,
what the score?
I did keep score. I did keep score all the way to the end.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even one of those. I'm sitting here joking like right now, just trying to be funny for the podcast. Hole by hole, up until probably 8 or 9, I genuinely thought of turning my cart in and putting my gloves up and just going home. Like, man, just go sit at the IHOP or something, man, and just forget about it. And
just think about it.
Yeah, no, just forget about it. Drown your sorrows in that syrup.
You don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, don't think about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But no, I finished that out, and like I said, had that Thursday. Moved on Friday. I went out to the movies. I saw the new Jackass and the final Jackass. Okay. Even though Johnny Knoxville tells niggas it's the final Jackass every single time, they have this sad fucking ending. I do actually believe this is the ending this time. It was hilarious. My girl didn't think so. She fell asleep.
Wow.
Yeah. It got so bad that I'm like, hey, let's just go. Like,
I mean, yeah, because I don't even know how I would feel.
She waking up like trying to finish it. I'm like, let's go.
Don't even worry about it.
I feel disrespected.
Right, don't even worry about it.
Because
you done hurt my feelings.
I picked it.
I don't be falling asleep on the shit you be having us watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
But it was hilarious. If you can get past some parts, a lot of penis in the movie, so you can have, you know how they be.
Man, I was just about to say, it's something about white comedy movies, white comedians, white boys. Like, y'all love penis jokes. Yeah. And I don't understand that shit.
Steve-O will torture himself every movie with that shit.
Bro,
but
like,
I don't want to see it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they got scenes like, there's one scene where you got to ask trivia questions, and every trivia question you get wrong, they have like this obese, fat, naked guy hanging above you.
Come on, bro.
So like the closer, like the more you answer wrong, like the closer his ass gets to your face.
Bro, like,
you don't have to show me that.
Yeah, and like I said, I know it's Jackass. I know the history. Shout out Knoxville and all them. I heard Bam still ain't even showing up to things. He's not in the movie, right?
Bam is in the movie.
Oh, okay.
But he's not in any new scenes. He's not with them.
Yeah, it's still a lot of drama going on with the group.
Well,
and Bam.
From what I've read and from what I've gotten from others that have wrote and written on what's going on with Jackass.
Yeah.
Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville, Poopies, all of them, that whole crew, they were, of course, wild-ass boys in the 90s, 2000s, and even into the 2010s.
Of course, right.
They've all cleaned up, and they're sober of drugs. Steve-O got clean like somewhere in the mid-2010s.
Yeah, he been clean for a minute.
That shit weirded all of us out, because if you would have asked us if Steve-O would be fucking alive today, we tell you no. Or if you tell me he'd be alive today back then, we would look at you crazy.
Right.
But they did so many drugs. But Bam is the only one they said is still hooked on drugs. Everybody's come to the agreement that's like, if we're going to be a part of Jackass Productions,
okay,
we're ending like the childish part of like drugs, doing all that. We're gonna do this stuff as grown men now. And they said he can't hang, he can't stop, he can't get off. So they've cut their ties with him. But they knew this was the last one. And in this movie, they did a really good job, not just with Bam, but showing you 1999, then going to a new skit, or showing you 2010, then going like they transitioned them really well. So when they brought a lot of the Bam footage in, it didn't even seem like they were just doing it for him. It just fit.
It just felt like it was natural.
Yeah, and like it would have been a disservice to everybody that's seen MTV and Jackass for that long if you just decided not to put him in the last one at all. Because
of course, he plays such a huge role.
But he hasn't been in like the last two of them because of those issues. But you can't close this shit out without him.
Exactly.
So
that's good to know. That's good information for me. I haven't seen it, I really didn't plan on watching it, but that's good information to know that if this is truly the last one, that they went out in that way, in that style, because
yeah, it was cool.
Everybody plays their part. I'm not just trying to single out Bam, but Bam was a huge part. But
huge. Even
like what you just said, it's crazy to think today, 2026, that Steve-O is the one that's clean and Bam isn't. Like Steve-O.
That's yeah. If you would have thought anybody would still be bonkers off drugs,
he was the wildest.
It'd be Steve-O.
Right, he was the wildest one.
Honestly, for me, I would have thought Johnny Knoxville too.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, it's crazy to see all of them just completely clean up their lives. Like
it's good though, shit.
Of course.
Niggas is 50.
But yeah, and with Bam, it made me start thinking like Steve-O didn't have a big show that like once Jackass ended. Johnny Knoxville was probably the of course the biggest one that went off to do like major Hollywood work. But Bam was the biggest fuck, like to the low down here, like fuck high up, rich, snooty nigga. That's where Johnny Knoxville went up. Shout out Johnny though, because everybody loved Johnny Knoxville, but he went to get the big
he took
work.
It corporate.
Yeah. The nigga that stayed low, MTV, the bottoms with the people, like people's champ
Bam.
type. It was Bam, nigga.
Exactly, bro.
Viva la Bam.
Fucking exactly.
Nigga. There was no Johnny Knoxville MTV show. There wasn't a Steve-O MTV show. None of those got those shows. And Bam's shit was on for like 7-8 years.
Yeah, he almost had a run similar to, what's the other, Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah.
He almost had a similar run. Obviously not as long, but as far as like impact and continuous like playing season to season.
But I can't remember what Rob's I know Rob and Big, but of course he had the super one that was about his whole corporation, Rob's Fantasy Land or some shit like that. That came right before Ridiculousness. I was gonna say Bam's show fucking held us until Rob Dyrdek's show held us.
It did, bro.
Rob and Big was that shit.
Yeah, of course.
That was that shit.
Hell of a run. Rest in peace to Big.
Yeah, shout out to Christopher Big Boykins. But yeah, it was a good fucking movie. Shorty tripping. And the only the funny thing is the only reason why we saw that one was because shout out Jay Hamp. He told us he fell asleep in Scary Movie. So we didn't go see that one just for her to fall asleep in the other movie.
Got you.
Which is fucking crazy.
Got you.
But yeah, that was Friday. Get to Saturday, we had a mixer to go to. Shout out Eclectic Records. Shout out Markel. A nice event. Everybody's playing vinyls of the month, favorite music. The host of the event had a huge vinyl collection that made me feel like my vinyl collection is tiny, which now I know it's tiny. And I've seen some shout out Top 5. I've seen some of Top 5's episodes, and I've seen some collections in the back of those, and I'm like, holy shit! I'm looking at easy 400 vinyls in the back, right? Yeah,
easy.
There's some like it'll be the most graceful little lady laying in front of the camera, and just to the right of her, she got 350 vinyls in the back. I'm like, man. Bro. How many vinyls do you get at a time? Oh, I might get 12, 13 vinyls at a time. Doing it. But yeah, it was a really nice event. Assortment of drinks. We had a beverage named after the pod, which I love.
Roz and Grind Espresso.
Yeah, shout out Top 5. I saw he had a beverage after him as well.
Yeah.
But an overall great event. Shout out Markel. Shout out Eclectic Records. Then we get to Saturday night. Doing a pod. Got a little bit of break in between, but
boys in the studio on a Saturday.
Yeah, man. Like I said, a little something up the sleeve, a little Saturday night special. But how was your week and weekend, end of the week, past the Thursday pod, that whole little mix between here and now? How was that?
Yeah, man. So a lot of the same things, a lot of similarities. Like you mentioned, Thursday we have Bible study. Shout out to Leo once again. It was a great message. Great responses. Great just activity, and everybody like had something to say. I feel like the conversation, the dialogue was really great. We were bouncing a lot of things off of each other, a lot of ideas, and it was just a really good message, like you said. So shout out to Leo for that. Thursday night, like you said, once again you have the versus B2K versus Pretty Ricky. We have the USA game versus Turkey Ye. So I'll be honest, I didn't watch the versus on Thursday night.
Sheesh.
I watched it over the weekend, but the game was on. I really just wasn't in the mood. I was kind of tired, and I was like, I'm just going to watch this game and just go to bed. So that's what I ended up doing. USA ended up losing in the last like seconds of the game, truly the last minute in extra stoppage time. But overall, it was a good game. It was a game that didn't really count. We know that, but still.
US is going on no matter what.
Yeah, they play, I believe, Wednesday this week, Wednesday or Thursday, one of them. But the game didn't really count, but it was still kind of frustrating to see the way that game ended and the way that they played. Although, again, we know, like I said, didn't really matter. We had already advanced, but
you're right though. It was definitely towards the end kind of devastating, frustrating to watch.
Yeah, definitely. It just brought back memories of the old men's national team for me. Compared to these first two games that they have been playing, they look different. Like we turned a new leaf. We were on the brink of winning 3 games in a row for the first time in history in a World Cup, and then we lose. But all good. It was a good watch, like you said. Fast forward to the next day, Friday, I just had work, just relaxed, just chilled. I went to the gym early morning. Me and my lady had a good session, like 6:30 a.m. But outside of that, just a normal Friday. It was really just prepping for the next day because, like you said, had a lot of things going on. I woke up kind of early Saturday morning, I think maybe like 7, 8 o'clock, and had a few errands to run. Obviously picked up some things around the house. One thing that we didn't mention on the last episode, I'm glad that we're here. We did have our vinyl of the month giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Gotta talk about that, man. Vinyl giveaway. Once again, we partnered with Eclectic Records, man, but we gave out a copy of J. Cole's album, The Fall Off, which we're going to talk about today as well. But yeah, we had the winner announced. This was last week on Friday, Juneteenth. And man, just, that whole... This time around was special. We talked about just having more people participate. We double the numbers of people that actually participate in the giveaway. So that was one thing. But then the winner, once we were able to decide that and run the thing, the spinner, the wheel to decide the winner is in Canada, bro.
Yeah, I actually fuck with that.
Canada, yo. Shout out to Jay Prince, my boy Jerry. Canada winner, bro. That shit was just so fire to me.
Yeah, and shout out to everybody that did enter to win, and we hope you do continue to enter for any future giveaways that we do have. But it was fire for me, and I'm sure for both of us, just because you have no idea where your followers are or your entries are. I mean, of course, when we start to actually do business and run back analytics, you can figure out where a percentage of them are. Yeah. But knowing that you have engaged listeners like outside not only your state but like your country.
The country.
It feels good. It feels good to know.
The country, bro. It was just special. Not only sending the message and getting his response, you know, he said one thing. He was like, bro, I never win things. I never win things like this. So that was one part that made a nigga feel good. I was like, damn, we really like doing something. You know what I mean? Had all these people enter and participate, like you said. And then we have somebody out of the country. Fuck the state. Fuck the city, Craig. You know what I'm saying? The world, bro.
Ain't no lab ass nigga. We ain't no lab ass niggas, man.
Bro. Man, we took it out the country, bro. So that was super dope. I bring that up to say we got everything together this weekend, was able to send off the package. Yep. So that's what I was doing Saturday morning. So knocked that out. Then I fell through Sherwin-Williams, the paint store. Okay. So like I've been saying, you know, been thinking about some ideas, some painting ideas, some remodeling ideas in the crib. So I'm finally going to push the button, and my plan is to paint this upcoming week. It's a short week. You know, we got the holiday, 4th of July is on Saturday, but they're going to observe the day. Banks are going to observe the holiday. So I'm going to have Friday off. So I'm like, it's a long weekend. It's a short week for me. I think this is the week I'm going to knock that painting out. So I went to Sherwin-Williams just to get some samples. Just kind of price some things, and lo and behold, you know, sometimes God's timing is just everything.
Divine timing, man.
Divine timing, man. So right now they're doing a deal, 30% off of all paints. I'm like, for the weekend, for the holiday weekend, and I'm like, sheesh, man.
That's your time. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and the thing about it, what's funny about it, I've been looking at another brand that's on Instagram that's famous for, like, you know, developing their own paints. It's like a guy that's local in Florida. And I had ordered a sample from him this past week. It came in this weekend. I was looking at the sample. I was like, you know, I really like it. It's kind of like a gray, like a stone gray color. And then I started looking again some more, you know, just on Instagram and looking at some things that I've had saved. And that's when I found this Sherwin-Williams paint. I'm like, I low key kind of like this one more. This one is kind of like a clayish gray, more like a space gray, but still kind of fire. But I say all that to say that's the reason why I went through Sherwin-Williams. It wasn't even like originally my plan. Okay. But I just started looking more over the weekend. I was like, you know what? Let me just go check it out.
And it's right around the corner.
Right around the corner. And then once again, end up finding out that they're doing deals and specials right now. So I'm like, you know, I think everything is just starting to line up the way that it's supposed to. I've been being patient, been taking my time with this process. And I'm like, I think now is finally the time. So I'll talk more about that as the week goes on. But, you know, probably tomorrow or sometime before Wednesday, Thursday, I plan to get all the paintbrushes, get all the tape, you know, get the tarp for the carpet and really lock in on it, start moving things out of the room. And, yeah, we'll see. But that's my plan. Like I said, for later in the week, one more errand. I just shot to the camera store, had to get some film, drop off some film. And then we fell through the eclectic event, like you said. Great time, great vibes, great food, great drinks, great fucking music. And yeah, man, you know, just a great time to just interact, meet new people. I was able to meet some people that I only knew by Instagram. Finally got in person with them, people that be showing love to the pod and things. And finally got to put a face to the name. So that was dope. We got to network, got to interact, got to pass out stickers, got to listen and hear new music. A great fucking day. You know what I'm saying? And now we're here, like you said, Saturday night, locking in on 4/28, man. So it's crazy. This month is almost over. Tomorrow, the reason why we're podding on Sunday, tomorrow, we got our boy T-Ron and Lisa.
Yeah, man.
Baby shower. Shout out to y'all. Yeah.
Full round of applause.
2 times. Yeah, but looking forward to that, man. So that's why we're here on the Saturday, like you said, gonna knock that out Sunday. And then next time y'all see us, man, it'll be a new month.
Yeah, it will be July.
Brand new month, bro. So yeah, it's flying. It's flying by, man.
It is flying by, but I will say, I don't think June flew by as fast as May did. May, like,
I think I can agree.
You looked up and it was fucking June, like after like May 1st.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
But yeah, I'm ready to jump into the pod.
All right, brother. Let's get to it, my man.
We don't have any intros, so let's talk music. We got some songs. Tyler, the Creator, over the course of the last couple of years, even though he has had albums come out, Chromacopia, Don't Tap the Glass, things like that, during the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef. I can't remember, or not even necessarily during that time. I'll say during the GNX era, should I say.
For sure.
Kendrick dropped Hey Now, Say Now, and Tyler, the Creator, did a cover of that called That Guy. Mm-hmm. It was pretty much, he did a video of him going all through Hawthorne, where he grew up, just representing West Side. It was on some West Side, do this for the West Coast, GNX era type shit. And then in December of last year, he dropped a song called Sag Harbor. And I don't know if that just made it to YouTube or if that went somewhere else, but it didn't drop on all the DSPs. But both of those songs that came out over the past 2 years, those released on DSPs over this past week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even necessarily say weekend. I think one of them came out on Wednesday or even both of them, something like that. I got the time to take another listen to them because, of course, we heard them when they came out, but just lovely songs. I love Sag Harbor. That Guy is one of those turn up type of songs, Hey Now, Say Now.
Yeah,
But
more of a freestyle.
Yeah.
If anything, but still slaps, still is a banger. I feel like his rap was still very good. And I hadn't heard it. It had been so long. It had been probably 2 years since I played it when it first came out. I remember the music video. We kind of joked and was like, he wanted to finally show you niggas like, yeah, I'm from here. You know what I mean? You may not know, but this is where I'm from. Y'all saw me at the pop out.
Hawthorne right here, y'all.
But this is my street. Let me show my street sign.
Yeah.
But it was fire just to hear that one again, like you said. And I'll be honest, Sag Harbor, I didn't necessarily remember it as much. So
I didn't either.
Playing it again this past week, it felt brand new to me, And like you said, that's more of like an album cut rather than, That Guy being more of like a freestyle. So Sag Harbor was a vibe. Hearing that again, like I said, I know you said we knew it was out, but hearing it right now again this month in June, it felt so fresh.
Yeah, no, when I heard it, I had to double check on the music app to make sure this wasn't brand new. I didn't remember it.
Same here.
After hearing the song, you're like, oh, yeah, I can put my face to the video or the picture that he had when he dropped it on Instagram or whatever it was. But yeah, no, I really couldn't remember the song itself too vividly, but I love that record.
Yeah, same here. Like I said, it sounds more like an album cut, which will lead me to my next point. We've already talked about it earlier in the year when that DJ Drama interview with him dropped. So? But yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. You think Tyler's dropping an album this year? I would say yes. I think I have already said yes, have been saying yes. I've been throwing his name in a lot of conversations. One, just for the timing. I know we just got Don't Tap the Glass.
Just got it
last year, but that wasn't necessarily like the rap that we've been used to for Tyler compared to Igor, compared to Call Me If You Get Lost, compared to Chromacopia, right? He still took on a different identity, so it followed, the plan or the so-called, the way that he just releases and drops his albums. But I kind of feel like now that it was more of a throwaway, it was just like, okay, let me, like Drake doing honestly never mind. It was kind of like that for me.
It was like Vince doing Crybaby.
Shit, no, it wasn't. But that's kind of what this was for me for Tyler, the Creator. So I do think now 2026, I don't know when, but I still think you get an album from this guy. He's just doing too much. You're talking, that interview drops. We get these 2 songs out of nowhere.
Yeah, that are years old.
So I'm just like, maybe something is on the way from Tyler, the Creator.
I'm not opposed to the thought. I just, with Don't Tap the Glass, we're, if not less than a year, barely a year out from Don't Tap the Glass.
Yeah.
And he was following up Chromacopia that it came out less than a year than like before that.
True. You had October 2024 for Chromacopia, July 2025.
So we're coming up on a year.
Yeah, not even at a year, just like you said. So
I don't know, man. I would never say it's too soon if Tyler, the Creator, thinks that he's ready, because he raps at a high level, like an impressive level is what he raps at. But I don't want another Tap the Glass. Don't Tap the Glass, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think you get that.
We need to go into solo LP version, like mode. Yeah, I'll welcome it if he's
Yeah, for sure.
if he's dropping it.
For sure.
You know, I'm not giddy for the Tyler the Creator album after we got one last year and one the year before. But I love Tyler though.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I love these tracks. Though.
Yeah, no doubt.
I like that guy. Let me back that up. I like that guy. I love Sag Harbor. That's a really good track. The beat's smooth. Yeah, I'd speak very highly about that one. But let's get out of Tyler. Let's move on. We got new music, like music that's fresh, brand new. It dropped this weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Quavo, he dropped a new track called Havin'. I believe this premiered at an LV show that he did. Not he did. Pharrell was doing the LV show. And of course, now that Pharrell's got things rocking over there at LV, you're going to hear a lot of hip hop music being premiered during these fashion shows. And Quavo's Havin' was one of those. It was a collab of production from Pharrell.
Right.
Yeah, vocals by Quavo. But we got it. How you feeling?
Yeah, I think it's a nice track. It kind of switches twice. Like, you know, it starts slow, then it cuts to like a different like RPM. They raise it, they start to bump. It's like more turn up, and then it goes back to the slower vibe, all in the same song. But I like it. It's not bad at all. It didn't really move me though. I like the way it sounded as the, you know, models and things were walking out. I think it was fire for the event. I feel like that brought a lot of energy to the song. Once I heard it on the DSPs, I was like, it's cool, you know, but it didn't really like move me or anything. But I don't hate the song. Pharrell is working with a lot of people. Lil Baby also teased a song at this same event. They played the songs right after each other. And I wish Lil Baby's track would have came out this week as well, because I think that one is fire.
Okay.
I think that one is fire. But yeah, I mean, nothing bad about the song. I don't hate it. Like I said, I think it just sounded better as I was watching the models walk and like really in tune with the event rather than when I heard it when it actually released.
I do agree. And it's not for me, not your orthodox Quavo song. So maybe that's it for me. It's not super duper trap music-y. It's got a different kind of beat, but that's Pharrell's touch on it.
Exactly.
I like the production. And I'm not mad at the song at all. It's not something that I would be playing over and over. Like, I'm not going to download it and keep it in rotation. But I agree with what you said at the fashion show, the LV show, when I saw the models coming down the runway to this song. I liked it. I do like it. And it did sound different to me hearing it in a car or in my earphones.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, but I am a fan of the song. I don't think it has the best replay value, just with me for sure, but in general.
Yeah, I agree. I don't necessarily know if Quavo is going to drop music this year. Like I said, I don't know, just speculating here. But let's say he has a new LP, a new project on the way. I don't think you put this on the album.
He said he does. He said he has a whole project. And I'm not saying he said when it's coming out, because I don't believe he said that. But he did say he has an entire project produced by Pharrell.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. That lets us know we do get this song in a project.
Pharrell's doing a lot like that this year. I believe.
Yeah, he turned up.
T.I.'s whole album was produced by Pharrell.
The whole thing?
If not, quite a bit of it.
I mean, yeah, I do know he did a lot of songs for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't hold me to EP and the entire album.
I think he did the what's the popular song?
Yeah, he for sure did Let Him Know.
Let Him Know.
He did. He did that one for sure.
And he did the I'm Him. I know that for sure. But yeah, that's why I was remembering. Let Him Know was definitely his production.
But Pharrell's getting back in that mode. 2026.
He working.
There's somebody else that I can't think of that's got an album on the way
with Pharrell. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know the name though.
It's not 2 Chainz or somebody. Like, it's somebody. Like,
I don't think 2 Chainz. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no. If we figure that out or get more to it at some point, we'll release that information. But not mad at the track.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's move on, because Cari, Future is telling everybody that he has a new album on the way. And he said this is the album of the century.
Of the damn century, nigga.
The real me.
The real me, man. The best feature you've ever heard. How you feel about that? We getting the album. Last episode, we talked about the date. I knew it was July. I just didn't know the date. Now we have the date, July 10th. That's not this upcoming week, but the week after. So we're right on the brink of Future, The Real Me, the album of the century. How are you feeling, my brother?
I feel good. I like the track that he released over the weekend. I don't think it's just some blow you away type of track, but I think it's a good start for Future, who we haven't heard from in 4 years, unless we're talking the Metro Boomin tape. I like it. Now, I think you put a lot of pressure on yourself. He does and he doesn't, because I think you put a lot of pressure on yourself saying you have the album of the century. But I think Future has given everybody such a version of himself that niggas let that quote just slide right off their back when they talking about Future, because Future says shit like this all the time.
Every promo, every album promo, for sure. I think so.
And even if it's not in how good the album is, he exaggerates something like every time.
That's what he does, yeah. I agree with you there.
I'm not mad at that, though.
Yeah, it's just become his MO. And I don't have any issues with it because normally the music backs it up.
My fault, guys.
Yeah, you good.
I just wanted a glass of water.
Normally the quality of the music backs it up, so we don't really care about it. And he's earned that fact to say whatever he wants to say. This is one of the greatest artists that we've seen in our lifetime, right? So
Absolutely.
it doesn't matter what he says. But yeah, I mean, I did see the album of the century. I think he said something else that he tweeted as well. He went on a rant kind of over the weekend, but it makes sense. We get the song, radio. I think the video dropped with the song as well. And I, too, like the song. You know, again, just like what I said about Quavo, just what you repeated, don't necessarily think it was just this knock you out the park, blow you away. Didn't necessarily like give me like, oh shit, that album's coming. I'm super excited. But I honestly thought this track sounded very well and can't wait to hear it in the flow of the album. Last episode, we talked about Future and kind of how we feeling. We were kind of, uneasy about what this project would sound like, what new music would we get, what would he be saying? What's going to be the lyrics? This one was kind of perfect. It wasn't like too overly ratchet. It wasn't like too slow. It was kind of like a balance in a mix of all that. And although like the concept is like some shit you won't hear on the radio, I kind of feel like this was the perfect radio single or like radio hit if, he wanted something to go to the radio. So I like the song. I really do. I am looking more forward to the album now.
Same.
July 10th. And maybe we're doing a listen part. I actually thought about that. I was like, maybe we'll see what the guys on. Again, we know it'd be Thursday nights, but if niggas can make it, maybe we'll make that happen. But yeah, I just kind of want to start doing those things for big releases, man. The Drake shit was cool when we did that.
I'm not mad at that.
We were blown away. We got surprises. You just never know what's going to happen when we do these things. So yeah, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, and like I said, shout out Markel, shout out Eclectic. Leaving the event that we had, like it was so fueled off music. Like I left that shit on a high.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
man, like
Yeah.
when the next one.
Oh God.
But yeah, we should definitely tap into that.
We can definitely talk about it. And one last thing. I'm sorry to cut you off if you were going.
No, you good.
Last episode, I talked about what I thought was that Future album that I thought I had heard. Coming to find out that shit was AI.
Or was it?
The whole project was AI. That's why I couldn't find it in the middle of the pod.
Good.
And I felt so fucking just disgusted with myself, man. It was funny. Me and Ariel talked about it as well. She was like, yeah, I thought you was tripping when I was listening to it, but I want to say this, like that shit was brought to me. This is something that you talk about. You be like, you don't like, it's funny. Niggas know we do music and we do the pod.
Look at him trying to squirm out of
I am, bro. I am. Bear with me, pod. Niggas know we do music. Niggas know we do a pod. So when they think they get some info, they like, nigga, have you heard this? Yep. And I'm like, no, I haven't, but I'll check it out.
You thought you had that new
I thought
shit.
I had the scoop. Fuck no, I didn't, bro. I didn't have no damn scoop, man. That's why I don't be listening to you niggas. That's why I don't be listening to you niggas when y'all be trying to hit me with this music shit, bro. You ain't have to do that. I ain't gonna mention you by name, but you know who you are. Nigga didn't have to do that to me. Got me on a pod talking about have y'all heard this new Future. That shit AI.
No.
Come on, bro. Like, shit shit terrible, man. Shit terrible. But yeah, don't listen to that shit I said on the last episode. Just forget that even happened. Future ain't got no new music out.
Yeah,
nigga.
man.
The Real Me about to come July 10th. Album of the century.
Having this conversation is actually hilarious, Cari, because you said I think Future said
him.
some more. No, you said I think Future said some more shit because you said you thought he said more than just album of the century. His next tweet and his only tweet after that said, "This not AI." Hashtag the real me. Yeah, he heard you, nigga.
Oh my God.
He heard you promoting this
That bullshit, bro.
Yeah, fucking racket.
How could I do that to Future Hendrix?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The GOAT, the real him, the real me. Shit was terrible. So my apologies, Pod. You know, I came in on some bullshit last episode.
Yeah, players fuck up.
Yeah, players fuck up sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Man. But again, looking forward to the real me, July 10th. New Future LP on the way. He calling it the album of the century. I hope it lives up to the hype, my brother.
Man, that boy Cari thought he had the scoop on him. Like, and when I left, like even during the pod, Cari, it was just crazy.
You was trying to find it,
I'm
right?
sitting there trying to find it.
Man,
could not, no sir.
And then same thing, I'm over here like shit in the bed. Cause like we live. These cameras are rolling.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I'm searching.
Hendrix had already put the X on that shit.
Bro, shit is nowhere to be found.
Scrubbed.
I'm like
scrub the ground.
I'm like, bro, ain't no way. Try to play it off like, nah, Pod, we just gonna move on to the next topic.
No, we gonna bring that shit back. You apologize to them.
Man, I'm apologizing.
But
I can't believe I did that.
I do agree with you about the track and everything you said about it. I think this is a really good start to the rollout of his album. If this is going to be the first lead single, and if you can match what I've seen from like artwork for the name of the album to the song, they're already same fontish. So you already can tell this is going to be a track from the album. It sounds good. I cannot wait to hear more because with Future, you fucking know he's got a trick up the sleeve and a hit up the sleeve.
Yep.
You know, the connection with Drake is back there. I don't know if you hear him and Thug. I don't know what you. This is a
that
new.
would be nice.
This is a new day though, Cari. This is the real him. You might not hear him with anybody. I'm not mad. He might go the Wizard on you.
Hey, and we know what that was.
I loved it. It was a timeless piece. Fucking timeless piece of music.
We know. But yeah, man, you're correct. This is number 11 out of 22 tracks. It's the only one that we have so far on the track list. And he is doing a lot. I know it's a, solo album, but he already got the vinyl moving and pushing different variants. He already got the merch moving, pushing that. So he's creating a lot with this album, which only to me just adds, fuel to what you mentioned. Like, I think he got a trick up the sleeve for sure. I think we getting some heat with this Future album.
I won't be mad at it.
Yeah.
Won't be mad at it.
Not at all.
Is there anybody you would like to hear him with?
Honestly, no. Like, there's nobody just off the top of my head where I'm like, that would be nice. But if he does come with others, I'm not gonna be disappointed in that. You did say Drake at this point because we know that these guys are cool again. We got the record on Iceman. I wouldn't be upset with a Drake feature. I think it would be cool to just add to everything that he's doing right now at the moment. But outside of that, nah, I would much rather him kind of come alone, unless it's like some R&B cuts, like, the shit he had with her and Drake. Not her, I'm sorry. Tim's and Drake. The Wait For You joint. Like, if he has another one of them with an R&B singer, like, of course, I'm gonna love that. But rappers, not really. What about you?
I mean, maybe another Drake track, but I'm not too pressed to necessarily hear him with anybody else. I'd rather hear him go at it alone. Hearing Drake go at the whole Iceman alone kind of put something on my brain that's like, man, like it could be and I know it's not going to be this, but it could be a new day in rap. Like, niggas don't need other niggas on their tracks to do well and like to give us a worthwhile, like a worthy project. And just like I said with The Wizard, I'm going back to it now. That had 20 tracks on it. 2 features.
Who are the features?
Okay, 3 technically, but it was only like Young Thug and Gunna was on one song, Unicorn Perp, and First Off with Travis Scott. 2 songs. 2 songs had features. That was it.
That's probably what we can expect here.
I would love it.
You know, probably minimum features, and if there are features, you can probably expect a Travis Scott, a Young Thug, maybe. You know, I don't know necessarily what that relationship is like, but maybe Travis Scott, maybe Rod Wave. You know,
did he do a track with Rod Wave?
I don't know.
A track?
I don't know. Maybe it sounds like they've had one together. I'm not sure though.
Okay. But yeah, I'm not opposed to any direction that Future decides to take it. No, we'll see when we get there. We're what, 2 weeks out at this point?
Not this week, but the week after.
Yeah. So
Yep.
we'll worry about that next week because I'm sure we'll have another track by then.
Yeah.
Moving forward, are we in the albums now?
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're going into albums. Wednesday, Corey, we got a new Benny the Butcher album. The Plugs I Met 2.5.
Yeah, they calling it an EP, but
EP.
I get what you're saying. Definitely.
Sorry, guys, the EP.
6 new tracks from Benny, Black Soprano. We know.
Only 15 minutes.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to like make emphasis on the EP. I know albums are albums, but 15 minutes is nothing. 2.5 to, you know, what the Plugs I Met series is. I was like,
that's
okay,
nothing.
Something else is on the way.
The Plugs I Met 3 is on the way.
Right.
That's what I mean.
Exactly. I was like, okay, something else is on the way. But these 6 tracks, I actually like. Once again, I'm probably gonna say this for, you know, most of the music that we've talked about so far. I wasn't just blown away by the records, but the records sound dope.
They do.
It carried the same flow as the first Plugs I Met and the second one. It's a Harry Fry production, so the beats are always going to be nice. He actually added Derringer on this one. They have one song together, which again lets me know that, you know, this ain't really the Plugs I Met. This is a EP. You know, this is something just to get you warmed up for what's about to come next. But it was dope, man. I really like track 2, Rise and Fall. That one got 38 Special El Camino on it. And I like the outro, Can't Be Much. Really fire. There's a video for Can't Be Much that I saw as well over the weekend. So it's just good to hear some new Benny. You know, there's been a lot of conversations not only surrounding Benny and what his music has been sounding like more recently, but the entire group, Griselda. You know, there's been a lot of drama, just a lot of just bullshit that ain't music. So it's good to just hear these guys make music once again.
I'm going to get to the music, or I'm going to get to the second part after I get to the music. But did you hear, like, people talk about, like, the real between them and why there was, like, a rift and an argument between them?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot, but they've also came and debunked a lot. So It's kind of hard to necessarily say what's real, who's telling the truth, who's lying. But I know what you're getting at and what you probably, if you want to mention as far as to, like, what's been causing the issues with these guys.
Yeah, no, and I'll get to the song first, or the EP first. I really like the EP, and of course, I'm probably biased to Benny. It didn't necessarily blow me away, but I didn't need it to blow me away. Just like Cari said, knowing it's a 2.5, you know that there's something more special on the way. This is kind of just an appetizer, if we're being honest. I love the Bruiser Wolf narration. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of Summertime Butch, and he did a lot of that on the last tape that came out last year during the summertime. So this is giving me, of course, anticipation and excitement for whatever project is to come that's the full, even if these projects are on that full project.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, even if these tracks are on that full project, but it's giving me a summertime Benny the Butcher feeling at the same time. Bruiser Wolf is helping do that because he's kind of brought that same feeling back that he did in Summertime Butch. But the tracks are as well. I like Rise and Fall, like you said. Big Difference is cool for me. Once Upon a Time. Is that the one for me? I think Once Upon a Time is the one for me.
Yeah, that's the one with Darren.
Yeah, I think it's Once Upon a Time. But I really like this. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. And I can't wait to hear more Benny. But yeah, that will move me to the next part that I was talking about. And I got this one just listening Roy and Maul talk. Because I mean, they have fucking Benny and the rest of Griselda come up there all the time. But he said it was until it leaked out, I guess, to the public. he was holding information because I guess they have a friendship. They had talked about this personally previously. And he didn't want to let that out if they had like a real deal friendship. But from what they said, of course, West Side Gun built the whole Griselda Empire record label. And he had absolutely no interest in splitting ownership with Conway and Benny the Butcher. And that was proposed, and he like straight declined like any opportunities on like ownership in the group. So I guess that caused some sort of a rift, which I get how that can do. Like you can do that. But from what I've seen and what I've watched and like, you know, gathered myself, West Side Gun is a real life like curator, like head of business type shit. So I'm not necessarily mad at it. It's not my position to be mad at any shit like that. But from what I've gathered or read, Griselda had much more going, not necessarily like financially, but like had much more on their plate before Benny the Butcher was a rapper there, or even Conway. So yeah, no, that makes a whole lot of sense there.
Yeah. And again, I heard that when it first came out. It was because Conway had dropped a freestyle over the Drake record, the free Make Them Pay. Is that the name of the track?
Yes, and I knew he dropped that freestyle. I didn't hear it though. I never listened.
So it was fire. The beat is fire. But in that freestyle, there's a bar where Conway is somewhere along the line saying that whether it was a dinner or a one-on-one meeting with Jay-Z, conversations with Jay-Z got to this, like, hey, maybe you should give some percentage or something to your brothers. That's kind of what the verse insinuates. Now, since that, then you have, like you mentioned, Rory and Mal give their piece. You have other people who may be close, may not be close, may have insider information, may not give their piece. But Westside goes to Twitter around this time and basically calls out Rory and Mal to say, that ain't right. Even though Mal said I got on the phone with all three of y'all, or at least Benny and Conway after this record, West said like, no, that ain't right. And then Benny came back also to say like, whoever said I was trying to get a percentage, like, you know, so that's why I say it's kind of like up in the air as far as what really is the issue. And even if that bar that Conway rapped is about these guys, it could be about somebody we don't know. You know what I mean? So
true.
That's why I was saying like, I don't think anybody knows. I don't necessarily know if these niggas are telling the truth, really, because at first I believed as well. And then Mal is credible in this situation. He is somebody who always had love from the Griselda camp. They always called their relationship love. With them. Yeah, he got on the phone with these niggas. That's what I'm saying. So like to even know that he mentioned that, and then for Benny to say like, nah, I wasn't even trying to get a percentage. Mal was like, I got on the phone with Benny. So I'm like, who really telling the truth in this shit?
Usually, see, and even though we've come to like love, or we've always loved that podcast over there, like recently, like in any instance that's happened, I'll be like, yeah, that shit Mal saying not true.
You got to kind of like question it sometimes, but
this time. It sounds crazy because these niggas be my favorite rappers. Yo, Benny ass be lying, bro.
They do, bro. And I even think Wes was lying, even from the
probably
shit that
to protect they both sides, both Rory and Mal. And I'm not saying not Rory and Mal, both Rory and Mal and Griselda. And I'm not saying one's lying, one's not. But everybody's over here trying to protect the integrity of their business right now.
Yep. Which at this point, and which is what happened because the shit that we're talking about is like kind of last month or maybe earlier this month. Mm-hmm. People have stopped talking about it since. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when it first kind of happened, obviously it's going to be the talk. And I agree with you. I think both sides, whether you're Griselda or the pod, you're just trying to protect the brand, the integrity of the brand.
The credibility.
Yeah. There's a lot of information going back and forth. And once again, we don't even know if Conway's bar was even about the camp. We just assuming. It sounds like it though. If you were to ask me, hell yeah, I think he talking about the camp. But again, with all this shit that come out, you niggas tweeting. And the thing is, Benny is replying to Wes in his tweet. Who said I was trying to get a percentage? The internet did, and you ate that up. He's replying to Wes' tweet about something else too, like somebody else who replied to Wes. So it's like, are you niggas really cool? Or are y'all playing? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know?
I told you them niggas are not cool.
Yeah, and that's fine. I don't necessarily care that much, right? I'll be honest. I don't necessarily care if these guys never make music from this point. Of course, the fan in me is gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's where we differ. I care.
But I don't really give a damn because if this is how y'all gonna play it, I don't got time for this, bro. Like, either be real, make music together, or just stop. This kid internet tweeting, going back and forth. Maybe we get on the phone, maybe we not. Like, you guys are too good of rappers. The camp is too family and close knit for us to be acting like children, to me. But when it comes down to money, maybe, and percentages, maybe, I can understand if this is how you guys want to play it slightly. But at the same time, bro, we don't need this.
Well, Corey, throughout life's existence, not even just ours or this decade or the last, and I've said this on many pods before, most friendships and partnerships are going to end over women or money. Like that. And even if you see that Joe Budden podcast shit, these percentages will ruin niggas like for good.
Everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, I get it though. It's a lot of money being made out here, and if niggas ain't getting what they think is their, rightful like size of the pie or cut from the pie, I get it.
But that's the other thing that we don't know what's going on. Because all right, imagine I'm the owner of the business. That's the same thing on the Roy and Mal shit. But in music, it's even sicker. Imagine I'm Westside Gun, I'm the owner of the business, and like the top dollar comes from me. Like imagine I don't show you the accounting, just like Joe said, like like you're not getting any accounting.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you, I'm paying you what your streams are worth. Like, you see, like, all niggas in music, that's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
All niggas have to do is tell you they're paying you what the streams are worth, and 100. You gotta be like, 100.
You gotta be like, bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
100.
Yeah. I know. And the only reason why we feel some type of way here is because, again, we feel the family, like Griselda feels like family.
Yeah.
The camp has always been family. So we have more of an attachment here, and it's music. All these motherfuckers are great at their craft.
All of them.
So, like, of course, we want this to work out. But if it doesn't work out, I totally understand. I get it.
See, I don't get it. This is why this is like two totally different siblings watching their parents split up. One sibling get it. He ready for them to just split the fuck up so they can be happy or separate. No, they need to be together. No, this nigga talking about if they never make, for me. Right. If they never make another album again, I'll be cool. I ain't finished high school yet. They gotta at least stay together till the kids finish high school. What the fuck?
College at least.
Yeah, come on now. I ain't even got my diploma.
Bro, you're hilarious. I feel you though. Trust me, 100%. I feel you.
And Conway don't come in 3 months ago and tell us, yeah, Griselda working on the new app. Nigga, you're lying. See, Corey, all three of these niggas liars, bro. Like, my favorite rappers in the game are fucking liars. I got Griselda and Kanye West.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible
it's
for
fucking
you.
horrible. The only noteworthy and, like, genuine rapper that I had as a favorite died. All right.
It's good, bro. We're going to pray for you.
Man,
we're gonna pray for you.
I tried to pick a new favorite rapper. Like, the whole world picked Freddie Gibbs and turned against this nigga.
Oh, it's all good, gang. Including
Westside. Nigga won't let him do business.
Nigga can't even come to Buffalo.
Nigga said he's not getting. Bro, he said he can't come to Buffalo. Yeah, don't come upstate, fuck nigga.
Can't even come to Buffalo.
No percentage.
That's crazy. I just played 300 Ounces over the weekend. I think it's on Westside Pray for Paris album.
Yep.
Freddie Gibbs. I think it's one more person on there, but it's a Alchemist beat, crazy beat. Just played that shit like Thursday, so
it won't happen again.
I get you, right. I know. Like,
it'll never happen again.
Man, that was like 2020 when that came out. So yeah, been a minute.
Yeah, I think about the fact that Conway and Benny are on Alfredo.
Yeah, I think we've said that before also. And how, when 2 dropped, I think we talked about that then.
Never again.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, nuts. Because once you do Griselda plus Freddie, you literally have rap's greatest rappers on a track. Like,
Man.
You do.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and move on.
All right, brother.
Let's get out of Benny. Let's go to the king, Cari, the king of the South.
Okay.
Is he still in today's times? Like
forever, bro. Yeah, you can never take that from Tip. Yeah,
I would never take it from him. Just based off of how we came up, growing up in the South as well. When you say king of the South, I think T.I. But I just wanted to survey the floor. But the final installment from T.I. was delivered over the weekend. He's the king, so the album is fittingly named Kill the King. Like I said, that dropped over the weekend. Let me see. Do you have track numbers?
Yeah.
Minutes?
18 tracks, 51 minutes. Independent release, Grand Hustle, LLC. Like you mentioned, Kill the King. I love the cover art. It's chess pieces.
Yeah.
You know, the king.
Taking out the king.
So, yeah, it's fire. But I didn't necessarily get to hear this all the way through. Played it a little bit as we were setting up pre-production, setting up cameras, getting things rolling. So heard a few tracks, but I know you played it over the weekend. We had a brief conversation at the event. So tell the pod more about your thoughts on this album from T.I., the final installment from T.I.
This will go back to what we said about the last few pieces of music that we've discussed. I think this was really good. However, Cari, it wasn't something that blew me away or that I finished and I was like, damn, I'm impressed. But the impressed part for me came in the fact that you hear a lot of guys that are legends or are legacy acts at this point putting out albums still. And what impressed me is that none of those albums by any of those other legacy artists sound as high level or as high quality as T.I. sounds into his late 40s and going into 50s, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how T.I. is. Can you find it at some point? But that's what impressed me. I'm listening track for track and I'm like, man, this shit sounds good. He's 45. This sounds really good for a 45-year-old rapper. The production was great. I think the album, you can play it and it sets you back into like an, not old school, but T.I. has a 2010-ish, like the 2010s is what his steez sounds like, especially when you get back to those older school choruses that say the name of the song over and over again, as opposed to the new track you fuck around and never even hear the name of the song. I like everything that he has going. I think he had good features. Anderson .Paak, that track with T-Pain, Jeezy, and 2 Chainz, love it.
Damn, see, I didn't get to that one.
NBA Youngboy, he has a really good track there. I'm not a fan of the Summer Walker one. I like how Summer Walker sounds, and I like how the song sounds. The song's a winner, but for T.I. being an independent artist, it just didn't make sense for me, especially being your last one. That is aimed towards the mainstream. It's very dancey dance. It sounded like Nokia to me. And when I heard it, even in the flow, you can hear Drake, like influence in the flow, which I didn't like because
not from T.I.
You're T.I.
Yeah, I don't need that from T.I. either. Yeah.
My nigga, you came out in 01, 04. You invented trap music. Nigga, we was listening to you and spinning you millions of times over before we knew who Aubrey was. I never want to hear you take influence from Drake. Never. And when you hear it, I actually meant to play it during pre-production, and I'm upset we didn't play it, that you didn't get to hear it before, so you know what I'm talking about. But like, it's literally the same type of flows. Like, I go on and on.
No, I'm good.
Or like, just think Nokia, bro.
Yeah.
He's literally going like man, to this dancey dance ass beat. I still got some love deep inside. It sounds like that type shit.
Okay.
Not a fan, so I skipped over that one. I like the Represented Time track, Young Dro. I really like that one. Trauma Bond, I like that one. Usher's got a nice feature on there. Honestly, playing this, I had no idea I was listening to The Dream, and I love The Dream, so I might have to play that back over. But all of these tracks I'm really a fan of. I like the album. If you're gonna go out this way, this is a lovely way to go out. For T.I., this was a really good album.
Yeah. Said not much for me. Only heard, I think, 5-6 tracks. I think I got to The Dream, but don't really remember that one as much. But the T-Pain, Jeezy, 2 Chainz, number 8, Dope Boys, Academy. I know for sure I didn't get to that one. So some more listening from me, obviously here. But I do want to talk about number 2. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that sounds like old T.I. So everything that you say about just how, yeah, he's a legacy act. Yeah, he's 45. Most of the time when we see our legacy acts in today's time try to come back and make an album, whether it's their last album or just an album in general.
I think Ice Cube.
It sounds dated. It sounds fucking terrible, if we're being honest. I played track 2 and the flow on that, like the rhyme scheme on number 2, I loved. I absolutely love, like dead ass. But again, that's all I want to mention. Only heard 5-6 tracks, so just some more listening from me. But I love to hear that you liked it. And I've been hearing a lot of people say the same shit that you said. So I know that this album is a good listen for sure.
The thing is, from the moment Let 'Em Know dropped, at the beginning of the year, it was like T.I. on something.
Oh, he's the best rapper in the game right now?
Come on now. All right, Corey. All right now. He's starting that shit, y'all.
I'm sorry.
But no, when he dropped that, it was like, all right, you're hearing a T.I. with like aggression, like a fierce T.I. you haven't heard in a while. Like the nigga sounds crazy. 45. T.I. sounded hungry when Let 'Em Know came out.
I love that.
So
I was gonna say confident. So yeah,
like
I'm with you.
He sounded hungry.
Yeah.
So I already could tell as these songs are coming out, like, oh, he on some shit this time.
Okay.
He pulling Pharrell out the bag. He's saying it's his last album. I saw him go to LA Leakers, do a motherfucking freestyle that sounded nice.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, T.I.'s on some different shit. I don't remember his 2020 album, the Libra, whatever it is. But I remember Dime Trap that came out 2018. T.I. was back on that shit then. So like I wasn't surprised by it being this good, but it was nice to see.
Already.
Moving on, I think that pretty much does it for albums. We got a few more music things to talk before we just get into music news. B2K Pretty Ricky, Corey, that happened over Thursday. Let's finally talk.
Yeah, like I mentioned on Thursday night, I didn't tune in. I was watching the USA Turkey A game, but this was Thursday night, roughly around like 8, 9.
It
Central
started
Standard
6:30 Pacific time, so we're Central, so it was 8:30.
8:30 our time, and didn't watch it Thursday night, but watched it over the weekend. Watched the recap, but it pretty much went exactly how I think I said it was going to go. I said it was going to be a landslide from Pretty Ricky against B2K. And I think, although it was a really good show on both sides, I'm not going to shit on B2K. I'm going to have a lot to say about both sides. But just starting out here, I do still think it ended in pretty much a landslide. Pretty Ricky defeating the shit out of B2K.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I'll say is, I don't think I underestimated Pretty Ricky. I think I overestimated B2K.
Really? Okay.
I think I went into it thinking that they play more songs that I knew. They know, like I know more songs. They'd incorporate more guests or bring out the songs they needed to that were solo earlier. Mm-hmm. I watched this from the premiere. Like, so 8:30, I was in front of my iPad at the very beginning. I mean, Pretty Ricky came out, Grind on Me, song 1.
Yeah, bro.
And them niggas did not let up. Like, I mean, to the point where the solo Pleasure P songs we were singing in here, he didn't need that until they had already shook hands, said, I love you. Like, he was on some shit like, hey, my nigga, play that shit when I walk out. You don't need to play it now. You can play that shit when I leave.
Yeah.
But Yes, I agree. We don't have to go over the entire track list, set list, whatever.
Right.
But Pretty Ricky absolutely wiped B2K down. Now, there were a couple of songs here and there that you knew of B2K's, and most of the songs, and I'll tell you where I feel like I kind of did some overestimating as well, like in a different part. B2K had a lot of songs that you knew and you had heard before, but you didn't hear it enough for it to become like a household thing for you. You knew it word for word. And I started talking to some of the guys at the Mixer event that we were at. And what I was thinking at home was like, as a kid, you saw them on You Got Served. So B2K was enormous. Mm-hmm. You had the breakout of Omarion. So B2K was enormous from that. A bigger breakout than Pleasure P had from Pretty Ricky. So like,
of course.
I mean, you knew B2K. On top of that, specifically speaking with B2K, and specifically speaking with me, but I know a lot of other people, especially the African American culture, any song B2K released went to 106 in Park's top 10 immediately. They were debuting their records on 106 in Park's top 10. So that's where I started thinking I'm probably overestimating, and it goes into connection with the part where I've heard these songs over and over and over again because I probably fucking heard them on TV. You saw the niggas on TV every day. You put your fucking backpack home from school. AJ and Free and fucking Terrence J and Roxy was gonna shove B2K down you. No did.
Pause. Oh God.
I stopped at Down You because down your throat, like crazy. That's worse.
That was crazy. But you good. Go ahead, gang.
No nasty. But like I said, you hear them every single time you put your fucking backpack down in the 2000s, but maybe wasn't hit enough for you to actually be playing. Mm-hmm. You weren't buying the B2K CDs. And like I said, like my older siblings, they had the Pretty Ricky CDs. I'm sneaking to grab them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm playing them until they fucking skip. But I played a lot of songs I just did not know word for word. And then when fucking Pretty Ricky comes on, I'm looking for a cutie pie. Like, oh my gosh. At the end, they tried to overcompensate. B2K did. They had let Omarion play his solo records. You heard you heard Icebox. There was another one they played at the end, and I think that was just so fucking bad that they played that one. Like, if you're gonna play another one, play Entourage. Like, give us Entourage. But I can't remember which one they played. But after that, Pleasure P got a couple of solo records. They played the ones that we sang here on the Thursday pod, and they got up out of there. But all in all, I mean, an obliteration.
Oh man, from the very first song from start to finish.
Yeah, I'm seeing people say Omarion's the first nigga to go back-to-back loser at Versus.
What, he did a solo?
He did a solo, and I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember. Let's see if we can get that really quick.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you a little bit more how I feel about the matchup here, B2K versus Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, we can Mario. It says he did one with Mario,
which is nigga Mario.
Mario wiped him down too.
Like,
now that I'm actually remembering,
yeah, I remember now.
Mario wiped you down too.
I definitely remember now. It's just like Mario can, and not to say that Omarion can't fucking sing, but Mario can fucking sing his heart out.
Yeah. No, Omarion can sing, but it's more of a whiny type of sing.
Right. More like a melody type of singer.
Mario got octaves.
He got vocals.
Yeah, bro. That nigga got soprano, alto, tenor, bass octaves in him.
Absolutely. And I think with this matchup, that it also showed the talent that Pleasure P has as well. Not to say that he's a greater singer, as great as Mario, but he's a better singer than Omarion. I think he showed that this night also.
I don't know, man.
You don't think so?
What I will say is everything that was on display Thursday evening said that Pleasure P is a better singer than Omarion. But I will give it to Omarion that Omarion generally does not sound good live. I will say that.
Okay.
But that may add even more to your point.
Maybe
just
so.
Depending on where you're coming from in
Maybe
the conversation.
So. Right.
But I will lean to say that Omarion's probably still the better singer.
Okay.
But Thursday night, anybody that walked in or opened that Versus and then closed their device or walked out with the opinion that Pleasure P is a better fucking singer than Omarion, I have no argument to you. Because it was on full display that night. That nigga Omarion was out of tune. Yep. He didn't sound good. And Pleasure P was fucking on point, and he looked like Saucy Santana.
Oh man, that suit was so little, nigga.
That motherfucker was puffing out.
Oh my god, bro. He looked like a balloon, like he was finna pop at any second.
Yeah, and like maybe this is just me and I'm paying too much attention. Like some niggas' beards be too manicured. Like
most of them had just got faded up before the show. You could tell because even Spectaculars, like edge up and shit, the paint was fresh on him that night.
But like some about the beard looked super Saucy Santana-y. Like
you think so?
There's a difference between like between the old school Adrian Broner and the Saucy Santana beard. Like
because somebody like AB gonna have it a little scruffy, a little more rough.
Yeah, like y'all getting y'all's manicured at the end like a bear.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't.
I'm telling you though, but this backstage right before the show, they getting hit up. You could tell like the paint was fresh on them niggas that night, and Pleasure P's suit was too little, brother.
It was entirely too small.
Like you was about to blow up for real.
Like you could see the end of it like poking out. Like you looked like on some Goldilocks and the Three Bears shit. Like you looked fat, brother.
Yeah, you did, man. You look like I said, you was about to explode.
I'm looking at my girl because from the beard to the weight, I had to look at my girl and I'm like, man, we were men and like young guys, so like we was worried about some other shit. Did that nigga always look like that? She was like, She was like, no, he wasn't always fat, but she said there was something always to Pleasure P's face that did look a bit feminine.
Really?
And I'm like,
it's good to hear that from a woman because we wouldn't know.
Yeah, right, I swear. Right, and exactly. I was like, nigga, we was worried about all kinds of other shit. Yeah, and even when it was his track, what he looked like is the last thing we was worried about.
I give a damn about what that nigga looked like.
Yeah, she was like, no, there were parts that always looked like that, but she was like, no, he never weighed that.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Good to know. The only thing that I will add as far as my thoughts on the entire night, the presentation, the verses, I do, again, like I mentioned, think Pretty Ricky, just knocked it out of the park, won this in the landslide. I said it on the last episode, though. I knew both sides, both groups are talented. Both sides, both groups have hits. They could hang with anybody in a competition like this. But I said it on the last episode, Pretty Ricky got deep cuts, cult classics. And I think they put that on display from song one all the way to the very end, whether it was solo tracks from Pleasure P or even if they just gave, Spectacular one verse, Pleasure P one verse here. I think like they were just more prepared than B2K. Even when they would cut off the music and go a cappella and Pleasure P is just singing, or when the DJ would like transition to the next shit, Pretty Ricky was just more prepared. One, I think the music sounded better, but I just think overall they were way more prepared for this battle. If you looked at B2K, they were all disorganized.
They was huddling for the next song.
They were picking songs as they were going.
Like, no, nigga.
They were trying to distract the crowd by telling jokes and shit. Like, nigga, stick to the script. You're here to play tracks. Like, you know what I mean? I know there's intermission. I know they talk shit.
Yeah, that is kind of versus culture to talk some shit.
But to me, it just started to get to the point where I feel like they knew early that they were already losing the battle. So they were just trying to do something to, get the crowd to react in a certain way. I just felt that way. I know that's how it's done each battle. So I'm not saying that they're wrong for that. But again, I just think they were, less prepared than Pretty Ricky. And again, the songs on Pretty Ricky's side were just overall better to me. I don't think they, B2K, like just the set list, it was just terrible. You're not playing the best songs when you need to play them in the biggest moments. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pretty Ricky, they started with, Grind With Me, but nigga, they're playing all their hits. I think Juicy was early, like within the first 2-3 songs. You know, so like they
Burning
hitting you
up.
out the park, burning up. They going crazy. And we over here playing shit from You Got Served within the first 5 tracks. And it's like, bro, no, like come
Is that
out.
your biggest record?
Like Omarion needed to do Icebox early. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Maybe we need to do Bump, Bump, Bump a little more earlier.
Yeah, you shouldn't have waited to do that last.
Nigga,
like,
what?
And my thing
That's
is,
terrible.
For me, or anybody that knows versus culture, and by this point, Omarion should have known. Nobody honestly cares about the last versus track. It's really just the last one before we get out of here, shake hands, do this, that, and the third. You should have pulled Bump on Bump out way
early,
fucking
bro.
before. Like
Early.
That's a killer. You need to kill. And they should have known that.
Early. Yeah.
Raz B, how do you feel about him?
He was just there. Him and Fizz was just there.
Yeah, no, but how do you feel about him?
As far as what?
I don't know anything. Like, it's Raz B. How do you feel?
No. I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, man, Raz B, Chris Stokes. Let's talk it. We weren't here back in like 06, 07. So like I feel like we owe these niggas. we
got some backtracking to do.
Yeah, like we owe these niggas a whole pod to come in. Like we gotta talk Katrina.
Bruh.
We gotta
talk 9/11.
Yeah, we have to have a whole like whatever week that was.
Brother.
We gotta have a whole pod just based off of that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna be like, hey man, like
so
Raz B, Chris Stokes, how you feel?
Facts. But even that, I know the whole situation is crazy, but even Omarion, like still coming back up here and sharing the stage
with Raz B with Fizz.
With Fizz.
Yeah.
Even that is
they squashed that maybe I think about a year or two ago over like on some let's just go out on tour to get some money together type shit.
I get it.
Nah, but you're not gonna fuck my bitch. Like, nah.
It's kind of different, bro. Like, and you my boy. That's the different thing. You my guy.
And the thing is, fuck just my guy. From what I was told or know or did knowledge on, it's the same thing with some Backstreet Boys NSYNC shit, which is the leader of that group or the manager had Backstreet first and then went and found NSYNC. Same thing with Immature, Marcus Houston, that group, and then they went and found B2K. Fizz and Omarion, to my knowledge, were the only two that even knew each other when the group got put together. Like, they were the only actual real friends. Nigga, you could have fucked anybody in this group, bitch.
That makes it so much worse, bro.
We came in this bitch together as children. Like, we really knew each other for real, for real.
Facts.
We didn't even know these other niggas for real.
Facts. Yeah, that's not a good look. So, yeah, I know we were being funny, talking about Raz B. There's a lot to talk and unpack there, obviously. The whole group, but yeah, I wanted to point out even Omarion and Fizz, that whole history there. It's just nasty on that side. So to see these guys sharing the stage, okay, we get past it, but I just started to think like, what Kendrick say about Drake and Kanye? Like, maybe I got some more healing to do. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said it was the Gemini in him.
Yeah, maybe I got some more healing to do as well. Because I'm like, I don't think I could rock the stage with you niggas after knowing all this shit that has went down. But outside of that, again, still a great show. I still think B2K did well. The crowd was still fucking with their music, and they still have cult classics as well, just like how I mentioned with Pretty Ricky. Don't get me wrong. B2K had talent and hits on their side as well. I just think they met a bigger challenger this time around, and Pretty Ricky came and they showed out on this versus stage.
I agree. No Slickum. What do you think?
It's a reason for that. He still.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he still messed up.
Yeah,
but
he liked that needle.
Yeah, but it would have been cool to have him there. I know.
Or at least
Raz
play some of the
B,
verses. They cut his verses too. Like
Yeah,
you
I
never
know.
even heard a
I
Slickum
know.
verse.
I know.
And Slickum, that's another thing I was saying with the guys at the mixer. Slickum had some of the best verses
Yeah,
on them
some of the
shits.
most memorable verses for sure. So yeah, I mean, it sucks not to be able, or it sucked not to be able to hear those, but also knowing what he may be going through still, I wasn't too upset. about
Omarion,
it.
he took a little shot.
Was it Omarion? I thought it was Raz B. It was Omarion?
It was Omarion. It was
Okay.
like, hey, where's Slickum at?
Yeah, that's tough. You know where he at, nigga. I would have been like, where April at, nigga?
No, I would have said, where the fuck is Chris Stokes in that little boy's butt?
Shut the whole show down.
I'm like, hey, Raz B, is Chris still in your butt? Yeah, that would turn him. Yeah, it would have been it would have been Raspy's 13th suicide attempt. That nigga Raspy. What the fuck? Nigga Raspy tried that shit every September. Like Raspy, he got on stage at some point, and you just had to be like, "Oh, Raspy," because he was like, "I do want to thank everybody just for being here tonight. Like, everybody, you're lovely." Like, and then went into like one of his songs, and I will say, Fizz and Raspy sounded better as vocalists on Thursday night than Omarion.
Really?
And there was one song, and I remember that song that Raspy led. I was like, "Oh man, look at Raspy.
He got his moment."
Yeah, look at little Raspy. Look at little Raz butt. That's what they call that nigga in the hood. Raz butt.
You're making this shit so much worse.
Yeah, Chris Stokes started that shit. We just kept it going.
Yeah, they just left it at B for short when they got famous.
Yeah, no, or when they wasn't like intimate, like together, when it wasn't just Chris Stokes and Raz, I'll just call him Raz. Because Chris, I don't even want to tell you the whole thing. Chris called him Raspberry Butt. I didn't want to tell y'all that. I didn't want to fucking tell y'all.
Even
that.
Raz is short.
Yeah, the whole thing's a fucking abbreviation. Man,
bro.
If y'all knew what his name stood for, holy shit.
Oh my God.
I said all that to say his voice sounded good during the verses.
Yeah, bro. Wow.
Shout out Raspy though.
Shout out all them niggas, bro.
What's Chris Stokes doing these days?
I don't know.
He never went to jail for none of that shit.
Nah, because they didn't really even mention it till they got older. You know, not that necessarily make a difference, but I don't think they took it further than that. It was more just like public information at that point. But I hope he away from children, wherever the fuck he is. All right.
I'm going to say one more thing. And it's probably one of the most fucked up things I've ever said on this pod.
Then don't say it, man.
Raspy just got this look. This like he always on alert now. like it'll never happen to him again.
Okay. It's a grown man still on alert.
Like you be seeing like every time you see Raspy, his eyes bulging out his fucking head. All right, I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. You good.
Man, and I left my inhaler in the car. That's what's gonna get me. That's my payback.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. Yep, are you closing off my head right now?
Yep.
But let's move on. Let's stay 2000s, Cari.
All right.
We got the BET Awards to look forward to at the end of this week. But Bow Wow, NPR, Tiny Desk. We've gotten that entire Black Music Month worth of Tiny Desks. And I don't know if you've been watching. I've been tapped into some of those. They've been great. Fred Hammond was great. Floetry was fucking great.
I haven't caught Eve. I saw some clips. I need to finish Eve.
I didn't see Eve. And before we get into the actual thing that we're talking about right now, have you seen Eve? Like, have you heard Eve?
What you mean?
Eve has been living overseas for a while.
Yeah, like London. Was it UK or was it somewhere else? I can't remember.
Something
but yeah.
like that.
What about it though?
She has a full-on like British accent now. Like, you believe it?
For real?
Like, do you believe that though?
I don't know. She been over there like 10 years though, so maybe. But
you can hit a little bit, like type shit like
really?
that, Cari. Like
really?
Dead ass.
Damn, I didn't know that. But again, she's been there for 10, so like it's possible.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
No, there's no fucking way we move out there.
I don't know. That's crazy. But think about it though. Somebody in any country, but even just say a motherfucker moving to Texas from like somewhere else, they gonna pick up slang. Don't get me wrong.
Slang is different
right?
than me going to Europe and coming back talking like I'm fucking Lennox Lewis, Cari.
Lennox Lewis.
that doesn't go.
I need to hear it, and then I can maybe report back. But I am curious now. It's crazy to hear that she may be talking with an accent like that.
Yeah, she got an accent.
Wow.
But nevertheless, we're here at Bow Wow just before the BET Awards premieres. Bow Wow will present his NPR Tiny Desk. What time is that supposed to be at?
It says 7:30 Eastern.
Okay, so damn, that's 6:30.
6:30 our time. BET Awards probably come on with like 8,
7 or 8, something like that. So
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense if it starts at 8.
Yeah.
but that's usually like a 3-hour event, so it'll probably start at 7. If they're making Bow Wow a really big deal if they're getting him done 30 minutes before the event actually starts. Like I'm not mad at that at all.
Man, it's Mr. 106.
It is Mr. 106.
Let's see, BET Awards Sunday, June 28th, 8/7 Central.
So yeah,
right.
30 minutes before.
Right before.
Okay, like they giving Bow Wow very special treatment. Are you excited for the Tiny Desk? I don't know. I love Bow Wow and I love Tiny Desk. I'm just trying to think of the actual songs Bow Wow plays here that sounds good acoustic.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm excited though about this one. I think when the list first came out, we loved everybody from Fred Hammond to Eve to Floetry, all the names that were mentioned. Bow Wow was always my favorite, just looking at the list.
Me too.
So yeah, I mean, I think he's still gonna rock it. I don't necessarily know what songs, I haven't even really thought that far, but I think he gonna put on a hell of a show for Tiny Desk.
Like, how do you do Like You from a Tiny Desk? I ain't never had nobody. Like, how do you do that? Unless it's just drums. Boom.
Yeah, that one. I can see that one. I can see a lot of the older Bow Wow, fresh as my is Bow Wow, all that. I can
definitely hear Fresh as my man.
Right,
Fresh as I'm is.
There we go. Yeah, because I even messed up a little bit, but I can hear the older tracks for sure. I'm more reluctant on the earlier tracks like Bounce With Me and all that Lil Bow Wow. I don't necessarily want to hear those. I want to hear more mature raps, but he probably still does one or two of those.
He's gonna do the old ones for sure still.
But yeah, I would much rather hear, like I said, the more older, mature Bow Wow.
They made him those younger tracks, of
course.
So yeah,
a
couple of those you're gonna hear.
I love them.
Yeah, but
but I don't need like basketball. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking, how do you play that one too? Besides just drums,
Right.
But Like You, I need Hold You Down. I need I don't know. Do you need Let's Get Down?
Let's get down.
It's really, really nice to meet you, Mom. I know I'm really digging your style.
Yeah, I may need
Do
that
you
one.
want to come chill with a baller, huh? Let's get down. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, man. Nigga 15 riding around with Birdman.
Yeah, I may need that one. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm looking forward to this one though.
I ain't
Excited about this one.
Yeah, you've gotten me excited now, Cari. Now I'm lit for it.
Yeah, for sure. He gonna rock this out, bro. Definitely.
It's Bow Wow. I expect nothing but that.
Yeah.
But that takes us out of the things we were really pretty much here to mention. We've got a list of news. Let's go ahead and tackle that, Cari.
All right, let's do it, brother.
All right. After just about 20 weeks, to my knowledge,
Yep.
all right, J. Cole's The Fall Off has exited the Billboard Top 200. This goes as the quickest J. Cole album to exit the Billboard Top 200. You could think of those like Forest Hills Drive. I think just past 700.
Still on there.
Yeah, somewhere between 600 and 700 weeks is doing on there.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've known J. Cole his entire career to be a chart topper. One that drops an album and that resonates and stays for quite some time.
Of course.
Where do you think this one disconnects from the others? I have a theory, but I don't know if you want to go first.
Okay, yeah, I definitely will. I would say The Fall Off leaving this early came out February 6th. We're sitting here at the end of June. It's already out of the top 200 Billboard. I would definitely say it's shocking. Yes. I can't sit here on this microphone and say that we shouldn't be talking about this, that it's not news. People shouldn't be making a big deal about it. I get it. You know what I mean? Now, I don't necessarily think it's the biggest deal. I think because it's Cole, because it's the first time that it's happened, obviously it's going to create conversation. The Fall Off had a lot of, naysayers or people who didn't, necessarily like the album. So it all kind of fits. And then you tie all that up to what has happened to the guy since the apology. I definitely get it. But for me, more towards your question as to how we got here, it's pretty simple. You look at The Fall Off again, releasing in February. You get The Fall Off is Inevitable like a week or two before. We get the track list. We get videos for that, all of that. The album gets here. We get the rollout for 2-6. We get the video. We get the whole trunk series. I forget exactly what they call it. Trunk sale, I think is what it was called. And 4 months go by because again, that was all February. You get the interviews as well. You get the Apple Music.
Has it gone on tour yet?
It starts in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
You get the interview with Nadeska, Apple Music. You get the interview with Cam on their show. I'm blanking on the name right now. I'm sorry. And then he does another interview. But that's all 3-4 months ago at this point. I'm only bringing it up to say the nigga ain't did shit since. You have no more pushes on a single. You have no more music videos. You have nothing since March, late April from Cole at this point. So if you tie all that in, that is why this album is leaving the charts now in June. Now, am I happy with that? Absolutely not. I was even saying it, months ago where I'm like, bro, this nigga gotta do something else. We need a music video. Like the trunk sale was cool. I appreciated it. It was fire. But this nigga just went away. And then you have everybody else. Drake comes, drops all this music. All these other artists dropping all this music. Drake gives us a video for every damn record. Drake is obviously pushing, doing a lot on the marketing side. Cole is sitting around doing nothing. Now, we got the vinyl push because, again, about maybe a month ago now at this point, chart watchers were already seeing the fall off creep down. Mm-hmm. And they were already starting this conversation to say like, hey, this album may fall. Then that's when they pushed all the vinyl sales. So then that pushed him back up the charts. Fast forward, like I said, now a month later, we're away from the charts. The tour does start in about 2 weeks. I think the first show is on the 10th.
That'll probably have it. It's definitely going to re-enter into the 200.
That'll go back up. That'll shoot it back up. Maybe we get more of like Cole popping out again. Maybe some music videos to kind of push and carry the tour. But I personally think with this album, supposedly the last album, as much as I hate it and I truly haven't been a fan of it, I think he didn't give a fuck. Yeah. You don't have any other singles that we're pushing. We're not doing any music videos. I gave you guys the trunk sale, but I'm going back in the house to be a dad until this tour comes. And that's simply what has happened here. Now, again, with this being the last, I wanted more. I'll be honest. This was one of the first times I was like, nigga, I need more. I need another music video. I need another single push. And we didn't get it. But I'm saying all this to say this wasn't the biggest deal to me because of what I just explained. But I totally get why everybody's making it a topic of discussion.
Yeah, I don't, and I'll speak my piece for just a second. It wasn't a big deal to me, but I do think it's a big deal. Mm-hmm. In a couple of different ways or a way that's different than you. I think it's a big deal for us and for the hip hop culture who would argue that this is or one of the best albums of the year. Yet, if we talk numbers wise, and I don't mean numbers wise just off who's the biggest, I mean past the first week to see like resonation, this doesn't make it as clear as it should be how good the album is. It makes it look like we're not listening to the album of the year, or that this isn't the album you niggas say it is, because niggas aren't listening to it over and over again. The thing that I think everything you said was true, especially about the 3 to 4 month gap in no music. And on top of that, and I said this at the beginning, but a couple of them, and one of them started to catch me, but I do not think he had songs on this album that were truly palatable for radio or like hit play to be replayed and played. 2-6 is cool, but it's not something that I saw ladies playing over and over and over again. And none of the songs really connected to be hits. Like, it's a really good album and incredible. Like, I see it as top 5 of this year, but there wasn't a song that connected with the people to just go fucking crazy. And he didn't he didn't try, like you said, exactly, on any ones that he could have. Now, what's the one about like your girl, like holding on to her? Like he says the realest shit I ever wrote.
Oh, life sentence.
My nigga, you could have done a video and push life sentence as a single. I'm just thinking stuff that could get the ladies on type shit. Like, I don't think there was enough on the album to make it a hit success. It's J. Cole, and he's an elite rapper, so it was gonna go to be a hit album anyway. But yeah, I don't think he put enough on it to make it commercially a hit. I don't think he gave a fuck either, and I also think it fits into falling off. Even this leaving the Billboard 200 fits into the narrative of fall off. But yeah, I have to say I wanted more as well, Corey.
Yeah, and I like what you said at the end there about it fitting the narrative, because it definitely almost puts like a bow on the story of what the nigga was even rapping about. Like, I knew I was going to get to a point where maybe something like this was possible.
I knew you niggas would do this one day.
Right, so I get it. But at the same time, again, like you just mentioned, I'm not necessarily happy with that. I have, been hoping for more. Once again, seeing Drake do all this, popping out music videos for every record, that's one piece, but there were songs that I felt, even if it wasn't just let me push this because it can connect with just women specifically. I think
anything that can garner attention. Yes, right. Yes, so that's why I said that.
I think there are records that can do that, though, that if they were given more of a push, more marketing behind it, whether it's Life Sentence, whether it's Bunch Road Blues with Tim's and Future, whether it's even one that I think is gonna get to that level on its own, Who the Fuck Is You? I think even that one is gonna like get more of a push later on. Even the switch that he had with the what's the guy, the swag beat? What's the guy name? The producer. I'm blanking on the name of the track.
I can't remember.
The one that they did, the grippy song that everybody hates. Damn, what's bro name?
Yeah, he created his own little new style of production and everything.
But the name of that song is Bombs in the Ville, and then the part 2 is Hit the Gas. But again, I think even Run a Train with Future, like there are songs on here that if given the push behind it, could have been chart toppers, could have, kept this album in the top 200, XYZ. But I like the way you broke this down and say, it's not necessarily a big deal to you or I, but it is still a big deal. Yeah. Something that we obviously have to talk about because it's never happened in this guy's career, So all that to say, though, I think truly in about 2 weeks it'll be back up on the charts. Now, will it stay? Will it last through the rest of the year? I don't know.
I don't think so.
But I also think another reason why this guy, J. Cole, just hasn't given a fuck, and maybe this was always the plan, maybe it wasn't, but nigga, that tour,
yeah, it's going to go crazy.
It's about to go crazy. He was selling out, having to add multiple shows for every city. So he probably sitting back like, yeah, my album fell off the charts, but I'm good because y'all are about to pop out at my show.
He truly, and even outside of that, we said it before, Corey, he does not care.
I mean, yeah, that's the moral of the story.
Cole truly does not care anymore.
That's the moral of the story.
And not even on like a lazy does not care. I mean, like, none of this is going to make him any happier or unhappier than he already is.
Exactly.
But the last thing I'll say is I'm looking at some of these, and this goes to my point. Like, Corey, off season, you had My Life with 21 and Moray on it. Mm-hmm. You had Pride is the Devil
with Baby.
Yeah, like those are smack hits.
I heard that song recently. Crazy.
Pride is the Devil.
Woo, crazy how good that record is.
The Dreamville tape, you get Under the Sun,
all them. Down Bad. Sacrifices.
KOD, car. You have KOD. You have Kevin's Heart.
Yep. Music videos though to push these records as well.
Motivate, yeah.
The Kevin Hart,
the ATM,
ATM. Like, yeah, we can see these music videos.
These are the moments that J. Cole, into his older age, is not giving a fuck about crossing these off of the checkbox
when you do an album.
Yeah,
yeah.
Especially if his plan for this album is to exit.
Exactly.
But this shit matters when it comes to having a hit-worthy album, or the type of album that you can sit down for 3-4 months and not have to worry about your next move. Like, because everybody doesn't have to go crazy promoting. Like Weeknd could drop a fucking album and sit down for fucking 5-6 months. Frank could drop an album and never go on tour. You shouldn't have to. And all the things that you said is absolutely right. But with one or two of those that are being promoted correctly or like smacked off as like a hit, yeah, we shouldn't have to be active in those 3-4 months if we have records that are being pushed.
Exactly.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Exactly. And even going back to Drake, I love that he did all the music videos, but Drake didn't have to do that for his album to stay at number one for as long as it stayed at number one. You know what I mean? It helps. Don't get me wrong. It obviously creates a feeling, creates an effect. There's a cause and effect with that type of promo, type of marketing for an album. But at the same time, Drake had enough hits that by itself, I think he would have still did what he's doing currently. Fast forward or go back to the fall off, you don't necessarily get that immediately. You have tracks like we've mentioned here that I think will grow to that eventually. You know what I mean? Not to say like it puts him back in the top 10 conversation on the charts. I'm not saying that, but I think the album creeps back in the top 200
for sure.
And stays for, a little bit, maybe throughout the duration of the summer.
It's going to stay for the duration of his tour.
Right.
But I believe for the duration of his entire tour, he will stay in the 200s. Now, after that, be it 5, 6, 7 months, however long he's on tour, I don't know how long it stays after that.
Yeah, and I really don't care at that point, honestly. If it falls, it falls, right? Maybe we get still, The Boy. What's the name of that project?
Cari.
What's the name of it?
Don't piss me off. It's a boy.
It's a boy. See, even
he need that shit right now.
Even I'm blanking on that, but yeah. Again, not to beat a dead horse to sound redundant. Glad we spoke on this. I am upset. I think it's the first time in a long time that I have come to say like I haven't been happy with what we've been getting from Cole.
Okay.
The album drops. You do the interviews. We do the 2-6 video. We do the trunk sale. And 3-4 months go by and we don't hear a peep.
Yeah,
not a tweet, not an Instagram story. Ebe ain't even saying nothing.
Yeah, he just went home.
Ebe is at the damn World Cup games, which is fire. Boss is at his home studio, which is fire. Kaz is rapping again. Lute is rapping again. You know what I'm saying? All these guys making noise. Call at home. And I'm like, bruh, like I know the tour coming, but I just wanted more. I kind of sound like what you were saying when the album first dropped, when you were saying like I wanted features. I wanted all this. If this was supposed to be the last, I wanted one last hoorah.
Yeah, one last, like, no pun intended, like shebang.
One last shebang, bro. And we just haven't gotten it up until this point. Now, again, the tour is coming. I'm probably going to have to eat a lot of my words because I think this tour is going to be incredible. I'm going to the Dallas show in September. Looking forward to that. But I can't say again, I wanted more from 3-4 months since the album has been out. Absolutely.
I second your opinion. And knowing how big of a fucking Cole fan you are, like, you saying that makes me not feel crazy about saying it as well.
I've been crying for months to my lady, like, man, he gotta do something. Because of course we love him. We play the shit. He's her favorite artist as well. So of course we slamming the fall off. Don't get me wrong, we playing it. But I'm like, man, I need a video. Like, come on.
Nothing. Yeah, we haven't gotten one music video.
Since 2-6, bro. That's it. That's the only
You're right.
one we
2-6. 2-6 was it. Yeah. There was a video for that.
Yeah.
And fall off is inevitable.
True. Right.
Seeing some of those, maybe you should have just held, because fall off is inevitable. Not saying hold the song, but maybe hold the video. That video is cold enough that, no pun intended, that you could have dropped that shit on us now. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, video hard.
That video is insane.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and move on.
All right.
The album came out in January. We're giving this a whole lot of fucking energy. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But moving forward, let's talk Ye. Let's talk Kanye.
All right.
Kanye has decided, or not decided, America has decided that they're going to allow Kanye to have some U.S. shows, Cari.
Yeah.
So I believe he did 1 or 2 nights just over this past weekend in Tampa.
Yep.
This next week for 4th of July, he's got a San Antonio show. Shout out, because I will be in attendance at that show.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah.
That's so fucking fire for you.
And even more fire, Cari. He's lined up 2 Chicago homecoming shows for September the 3rd and 4th.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Now those
are going to, Cari, like, I didn't know. By the time we had got the motherfucking tickets, I didn't know nigga was going to be in Chicago.
Because, man, Chicago, if you could be at any show in the world, a Kanye West, Chicago, Illinois show.
Yep.
Ooh,
but
crazy.
I did, your voice did replay when I purchased these tickets, in that you was like, hey, man, you gotta go see a show out of town.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
you gotta at least go do one out of fucking town. And this is just one of many. My like, me and my girl got tickets, and she's never been to a concert in her entire life. So,
oh my God, bro, you about to be the man.
yeah,
bro.
I know,
bro. You about to be the man,
and that's what I'm telling her. Like, and I'm keeping parts of this to myself just because I already know. Not only are you going to your first concert is going to be arguably one of the greatest shows or performers.
Oh my God.
In concert fucking history.
Bro, you're gonna be the man when y'all leave.
Yeah. And
I hope you have a plan for whatever you want for this entire weekend, because you're getting it.
What did Drake saying, Shebang? What do I need? Some head. Yeah. I've got my plan formulated.
Oh God, this nigga stupid.
Yeah. But
man.
Yeah, I did think about that. The other thing that I thought about, and we're gonna actually get into Kanye in just a second, but I was in attendance at the Dropout tour. Ye's 49. Okay. And I said this before he even had Texas dates, because I think we talked about this in some capacity. I was saying, yo, if this nigga ever decides he's coming back to Texas, because I remember the Pablo tour.
Cancel, huh?
The mental breakdown, Kim Kardashian getting robbed out in Paris. They shut the whole thing down. I can still hear Mom Duke's voice that was like, man, that was his second time coming to Dallas for that tour. I was going to buy you them tickets. That's the last time Kanye's been on a U.S. tour.
That's 10 years.
That's 10 years.
Wow, bro.
And knowing Bully, knowing the black ball, knowing how hard he's been trying to get back in the game, pushing 50, you don't know if you're going to get another U.S. entry, number one, or a tour from Kanye West.
Yeah.
You kind of got to grab at these opportunities. So is that 3-4 hours down the road for me? Yes, but I'm going to be there.
It's going to be so worth it, bro.
Absolutely.
I've been seeing some footage, or not really even footage, just people that I know from social media that went to the Tampa show.
Okay.
And man, and they just posted like pictures of just the globe and just gave like their thoughts after. It was just like, you know, this nigga's the greatest. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So knowing that you're finally get to see him again, I'm so happy for you.
And because of appreciate it, man. And because of the elevation, like of his show setup, how high he is, there's no bad seat in the house.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like, I started thinking about it like that.
That's a good point.
And some of these apps, like, you click your ticket and it will give you the actual view, like, that you could look around of. Like, with Kanye's world, like, setup, there's no bad seat in the house unless you're literally so low you can't see up there. But anybody, like, if you have a level 2, 3 seat, something like that, but the level 1s too. Level 1, 2, 3, like, you have a nice view of this whole thing. But yeah, man, Alamo Dome, 4th of July. I will trade this shit in for the fireworks, man. Fuck the fireworks.
It's gonna be fireworks in the building.
Yeah, I saw the Tampa show.
Yeah, and the San Antonio, I think it was mayor.
Yeah, she's trying to shut that bitch down.
No, I think it was the mayor that said no, like I'm on board. It was somebody that was like no,
really,
and I could have it backwards. We could try to find it, but yes, there was some official, some state official or city official in San Antonio that was against it, and I think the mayor came back and said like, no, we're gonna let this happen, or I may be getting the positions mixed up. Let's see if we can find it.
I think it's backwards. Okay. It says San Antonio Mayor Gina Ortiz has called for the cancellation of Ye's upcoming July 4th concert, citing his anti-Semitic remarks. However, the mayor lacks the votes required to cancel the event, meaning the concert will proceed.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, they were really trying to, you know.
I knew they were trying to cancel it, which is what took me so long to get my tickets because I wanted to see if they were going to do that. Like I don't have time for Ticketmaster to like, either give me the money back now or I'm going, or I'm not gonna get the ticket at all. So yeah, I did wait to see, and I think I did hear something about the votes. So just went ahead and purchased.
Nigga, they was taking this shit all the way to fucking council. Like, bro, it got crazy.
That shit blows my mind. And we talked about this when we talked about the UK Wireless Fest and how that entire thing didn't happen.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What the like? You were ruining money coming into your own city. I'm sorry, and maybe if you guys are on some like, yo, fuck the money. We don't need the money in our city if it means we have a. But, bruh, relax.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
We gonna be in this bitch rocking.
Man, I thought I saw something where somebody was speaking out to say like, no, at this point we're in support of not necessarily yay, but just, free speech and whatever. I could be wrong though, but regardless, it's happening. It's not getting canceled. You're going next weekend, and like I've already said, man, I'm super excited for you. Can't wait to hear your thoughts, your reactions, and see pictures, see videos. Because again, I think I know some other people that said that they were going as well. So. Man, I'm happy for all y'all, bro, because this gonna be once in a lifetime experience. Dead ass.
Yeah, I can't wait. And going into more what I said about that personal part, I was there to drop out with Confessions Tour.
Right.
How fucking lit would it be to be able to say like, yo, I was at the very first live like Kanye West tour.
Yeah.
And the last one, my nigga.
That'd be hard.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
and yeah, I've been waiting. I've been waiting a very long time to see Kanye West again in tour. Like, we've seen a lot of our greats since then, just not that one. Yeah, man. And I am going with Shorty, but whatever. It's gonna be a great time. Brothers, I opened up the floor for everybody before. I just wanted to say that. And I'm not saying like
you sent it to the group.
And I'm not saying like guys just said like, nah, fuck that or anything like that. But no, before I even got tickets, the moment I got word there was a Ye San Antonio show, sent that shit straight to the guys. Hey, what we doing with it? Yeah. If you meet me there or beat me there, nigga. And y'all at this point, y'all niggas gonna have to beat me there.
Beat your boy there, man.
But like I said, I saw the Tampa show. We've seen all the other shows, and unfortunately, I do know he's not putting on that 50 track list. I think there's somewhere around like 20 to 25, which I'm not mad at. I want to see Ye. But
yeah, that's still almost 2 hours worth,
Yeah, he's gonna be up there for quite some fucking time.
You'll be fine.
And just super excited. It looks like a great time. I saw the fireworks at the Tampa show. Being that it's 4th of July, yeah, you can only imagine there's gonna be a fireworks show.
What? I'm gonna blow the roof off that motherfucker, bro.
God, I'll walk to that motherfucker. I'll start the day. I'll start the day, nigga.
Because it's gonna take you.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna take you.
Yeah, it'll take me till then.
What's today? The 20? What? The 29th on Monday when they get in there?
Yeah, I'll be there on the 3rd. I'll be there on the 3rd though. No, yeah, I was joking with Shorty, and I'm like, yo, I don't care if I was down bad on everything. I'm going to walk and shower in a fucking Super 8, a Motel 6, and I'm taking my ass to this Alamo Dome.
Oh, yeah, he dedicated part.
Yeah, now, of course, guys, we're not in those dire situations. Nice hotel. Cool little rental car.
Good.
But I'm really only going to be there for Saturday. I'm not doing a whole weekend thing, going in on Saturday, getting that done, coming back on Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah, but it should be a pretty good time. Chicago should be insane for those that are doing that Ye Chicago show.
Yeah, September, you said?
Yeah, we honestly, that's way too much going on for me. Like, we got a wedding within that week.
Same week.
I'm sorry. Love you, Ye, but I would love to say like, oh man, I'm a double back and go. No.
Don't even make that promise. That ain't happening.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah,
it's too much. It's too much going on. It's too much off time.
Facts.
But shout out Ye. We'll see you next week. The fact that they're kind of opening the doors up for him in the US, I like that. But also it's kind of fucked up because they're making him doing it like sporadic. He wasn't able to kind of like set up a tour. It's just LA here, Tampa here, San Antonio here.
Yeah, which sucks for me as somebody who's a non-show and gonna continue to be a non-show to the dates that are available right now. Let's just say he never gets to, do city to city to city to city in the States.
Yep.
And this is all that we get. And again, like you already mentioned, this is the last time, because I do want to get to a Ye show. I ain't never seen him ever. So to know that all of this drama is behind him and that he may be on his last leg, yeah, I'm starting to feel the pressure now. Like, I gotta get to a Ye show, bro.
The only reason why I agree and like feel that way and the way that I said I feel is because it's different than a Jay-Z. The Jay-Z kind of just walks like a rapper on the crowd, holds the mic, raps what he needs to. Kanye West is known for performing, like putting on a high energy type of show. And how many high productive years do you have left of that? It's already been 10 years since the last one, and you're getting this kind of impromptu tour right now.
Right.
Who knows when you even get the next project from him?
Right.
And then you got to worry about them open up the doors for another tour.
And you got to worry about if the project is even worthy. Because again, I think Bully is the best since Donda. You know what I mean? But let's say what Donda was 2020.
2021.
21.
Still been 5 years.
5 years. So let's say another 5 years go by before I'm ready to see him perform. And puts
him at 54.
Right. Maybe he doesn't even perform at this point. Maybe we don't even, there's just a lot of what ifs in that scenario. So that's, again, where I'm like, shit, I'm feeling the pressure now, bro.
Yeah, you might need to get that Chicago show.
Can't.
Go get to that Ye Chicago, that homecoming.
Can't.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's crazy, man.
But again, shout out to you and everybody that's going to hit these shows, whether it's in San Antonio, Chicago, LA. Did we say LA too?
Well, he did that 2-night LA show at Sophie, remember?
Right.
Yeah, and that makes me think about other artists sometimes too. Like, I have an artist that I feel like I punched the clock too late on. Like, I feel like I waited too late to see Lil Wayne.
Hell yeah, you did.
I know. I'm like, seeing Lil Wayne now it's still saying you saw Lil Wayne, but
it ain't the same, bro.
It is not, man.
It'll never be the same.
Yeah. I mean, it's still that right now saying you saw Drake. Like, it's still very much that.
Even Kanye.
Yeah. I think if you would have caught Wayne anywhere during or before that Lil Wayne versus Drake tour, anything after that, I don't. Maybe Carter 5 tour. Maybe, yeah. Would have been the last one. You gonna catch him on that Carter 6 tour?
Nah, he said he don't even know what's gonna be on the album.
Bro, that shit was crazy. Yeah, Carter 7. That's what he was saying. Yeah, he
said, I just make the songs now and just give them to the team.
He said they kind of pick.
They decide.
What?
Bro, you can get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, for real shit.
You can get out of my face, bro. I don't ever need to hear you again if that's the case.
I never thought I'd like say that about Wayne, but like, nigga, you're not even A&R, or you have no part of your A&R process anymore.
I don't want it.
How long has it been like this, nigga?
Exactly. I don't want it.
Did you do the Carter 5?
I don't want it, bro. I'm good. That shit rubbed me the wrong way.
And like, to be honest, I'm still mad if it is just Mac Main doing it. I'm not as mad if I find out like, all right, it's Mac Main. But you're not a part of this. I just record the song and they do it.
You don't even know the names to the records.
He don't even be knowing who he talking to when he telling these niggas this shit.
Yeah, it got bad over there. So yeah, you missed that plane. But yeah, the Ye plane is still flying high.
I was gonna say no. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but Wayne's plane is up there flying. Like, yeah, we just missed it. That nigga been high for 20 years.
It's terrible.
But yeah, Ye, that's gonna be a hell of a show.
Show,
man. I'll just be the one night he get on Twitter the night before.
Chill, bro. Don't even say that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't even say that.
He gonna get on Twitter the night before. Somebody gonna say some fuck shit. It's gonna be like Travis. Travis gonna say he not coming. It's supposed to be the Texas show. He was supposed to come.
See, look, I'm not even gonna wish that on you, bro.
Man,
it's gonna be a great show.
Yo,
I'm not even gonna wish that.
He gonna start going by Kanye again. It's gonna be some bullshit. It's gonna be some bullshit at this show, nigga. Where we at with it next though, man?
We're staying in this Rockefeller Rock Nation bag, man. Moving on to Jay-Z, who just celebrated the 30-year anniversary of his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, 1996 to 2026, 30 years, man. So let's talk about this. We've been obviously talking about this guy all year, whether or not he's going to drop music this year, new album.
Just drop the fucking album.
But over this past week, again, he celebrated the 30th anniversary, and you saw him pop out in the biggest way that I think he's popped out. Yeah, we had the Roots picnic. Yeah, we had some interviews earlier in the year. I think Jay-Z is full-fledged in whatever it is that he's doing, whether it's new music, whether he's just celebrating all these anniversaries. This pop-out, this like pop-up event, this sponsorship that he has taken on with Apple Music now, bro, he's full-fledged back outside now. I haven't seen Jay-Z this way since 10 years ago almost, or 2017 when we got 444.
My thing is, are you just gonna do a bunch of fucking marketing and promo and events, or my nigga, are you going to drop an album? Or are we gonna have to wait for? It's honestly feeling like, are we gonna have to wait for you to do these concerts for you to announce the album?
Maybe, maybe not. But just to your first question, I will say, and I've been saying it, so I'm staying consistent here. But real shit, after this past week and everything that he did, the clothes, the vinyl releasing, the train station, the posters all over New York, I think he's already given us maybe an album cover, and people are already saying they think he's giving us an album name. But
what were those?
96 and Forever is what people are saying. It could be a possible album name. Whether or not that is or not, I don't really care. But there's a picture of him just throwing up the Rockefeller sign, just the hands. And people are saying that's a possible album cover. He's put it on trains all over New York. I think he even had some billboards in New York with it. It didn't necessarily give you a name of an album, but it was just like, something that looks like it could be a possible album cover. I'm sorry. But to my point, and I'll end it here, this past week or weekend, I was 100% like, I don't know when you get it,
but you're getting it.
You getting an album this year from Jay-Z. I'm 100% on it. I don't ever want to go back on that word. We getting it this year.
He gonna get y'all niggas the greatest hits tape. He gonna repackage like, it's gonna be Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint together. It's just gonna be the mixed hits of both of these shits.
Man, he pretty much did that. You see, he released like a whole set. This nigga's crazy, by the way.
The vinyl sets?
Whole vinyl set of his whole solo album. So you don't get the R. Kelly project, so you don't get Watch the Throne.
Why you even have to bring them shits up?
Because every time he does something like this, Twitter does it.
Niggas be like, well, where's the R. Kelly album?
So I have to do it. But you don't get Watch the Throne either, guys. So let's be real. But all of his solo albums, yes, he re-released for like an entire kit for you to get the first album all the way up to the last one on vinyl pressed. The total cost, ladies and gentlemen, is $1,500 for this set.
Excuse me?
Nigga.
Cari, you can just buy all of them separate. It don't cost that.
Nigga, it's like almost, somebody did the math. It's over 100 plus for
per
each album. If you do the math, it's ridiculous, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was insane.
I have like 3 of Jay-Z's albums in my vinyl collection. I paid nowhere near that for all 3 of them together.
Yeah. And this is the first time that 444 has been pressed.
Really?
So that's another reason why you can expect a jump in the price or a hike in the price, but $1,500 for an entire album collection on vinyl, that's fucking crazy. In this economy, it's insane. He did the same thing with the cassettes. You can get the whole solo albums on cassette. That box set is $300. I'm like, bro, like, Jay.
The vinyl is a bit more realistic. Cassette, maybe it's just me. Cassette is strictly like collectors only, like for the look type shit.
For sure.
I don't know anybody who wants to hear the audio quality of a cassette tape
just
these days.
On cassette, yeah. Like, no, it's more for collectible.
Yeah.
I just think that price is more reasonable though. $300, that should have been roughly $300 to $500 for the vinyl.
That should have been the vinyl price. Yeah,
$1,500 for an entire vinyl set is insane. I know you get 444 for the first time in the pack, but like, my nigga,
you can get 444 alone and build your entire Jay-Z discography in vinyl
for way less than that,
and pay maybe $290, $300.
Yep, you can find 444 on bootleg shit. Like, this nigga's crazy, but
yeah, you can get a vinyl made from anybody, guys.
Like, and most people in the world today have 444 on bootleg because it was the last one, and they never pressed it. And this is the first time that they're pressing it. But I say all that to say, yes, I believe the album is coming. I have been enjoying everything that happened this past weekend, the whole year, him popping out. He also announced he's going to do like an interview series in the fall.
I think I saw
HBO
something like
Max.
that. Yes.
People are upset because it's him and Rick Rubin. Is it Rick Rubin?
Yes.
Rick Rubin that he's sitting down with. I totally get it.
Why are they upset? Kanye?
I guess. But I think Rick Rubin, you know how people be. I couldn't give you the whole 9 though, but I'm sure he said something, did something, has connections with somebody, is in some files, XYZ.
Rick Rubin's in the files?
Let me make sure it's Rick Rubin. Let me be sure of that. Rick, I don't know.
It's definitely Rick Rubin that Jay-Z is collaborating with.
Yeah.
I can tell by that old nasty fucking beard and that crazy hair.
Yep.
Damn.
I don't know if he's in the file. I'm just saying, like,
Rick Rubin in the files is fucking with me.
It could be. But yeah, I have it here. Like we said, it's going to be an 8-part series, documentary series with Rick Rubin. And it says they will dig into Jay-Z's music, lyrics, life, and creative process through his career. No official date, but it will be released in the fall.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm looking at it. It says there's no evidence right now that Rubin's
and I don't
in there.
necessarily think he is. But
Just Jay.
yeah. Which is why, you know, everybody has something to say. And I get it, bro. Like the internet, when they talk about Jay and all this, it'd be a lot of trolls. I get it. It'd be a lot of like Nicki stans, a lot of Tory Lane stans, a lot of Drake stans. I get it. But at the same time, like, I'm not mad at the conversation. It's like, yeah, because his name is in the files. We treat any other celebrity the same way. Jay-Z doesn't get a pass just because he's made great music for 30 years.
You sure fucking don't. Yeah, you don't.
So I get it. I'm not trying to like protect the guy at all, but I like what's going on because I think it's going to lead us to some new music from Jay-Z this year, which we all can love and appreciate. So that's my stance.
This is going to be the first. Oh man, it's going to be so weird, dude. This is going to be the very first era that Jay-Z's dropping an album in that niggas are looking to hate it before they look to like it.
Yeah, in a very long time, but maybe first. Yeah,
this is the first. This is the first time Jay-Z's going to drop an album where niggas are going to look to hate it before they like it.
Yeah.
And
no doubt. Back against the wall, Jay-Z though, I'll take him.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That means you got to. Jay-Z know he got to be perfect.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You got to show up. Jay-Z knows he has to show up 10 out of 10, perfect. Dapper Dan on this entire fucking album.
Facts.
I can't wait. I can't wait, man.
For sure, bro.
We're going to get to December and be like, damn.
Man, this nigga ain't dropped.
Yeah, no.
All these damn concerts and shit, this nigga ain't dropped.
Cari,
I'm going to be pissed,
if he don't drop by Thanksgiving, we got to stop talking about him.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
I think even before that, I'm going to give him. Then he had some shows in September too. I think he added like something in September.
Cari, if he don't drop by Halloween, we done fucking with that nigga.
Man, even that nigga, October 1. Fuck nigga.
Yep.
Come on.
And by Thanksgiving, we done fucking with B. Yeah. We on
everybody.
Yeah, we gonna cut everybody off on some Kendrick shit.
Fuck it. Oh God.
Yeah, his granny getting cut off. Yeah, fuck all that.
Facts.
But let's move forward. Let's get out of Jay-Z. I don't want to do that shit to you, Jay-Z. So just drop the album.
For sure.
Cari, Boosie is in hot water.
Okay. Tell me what's up, man.
Have you seen this?
I haven't, honestly. I know we've had it on the list, I think, for a few days, but nah, give me some info.
Okay, so back maybe 2 years ago, Boosie got that gun case that was federal, like straight, like he's headed to the feds right now.
I remember when he had to go to court.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
And they didn't let him off on parole. They didn't let him off on probation. He was let off on supervised release, which is basically jail. You're just out. You're being supervised. Since then, Cari, it says right here, well, let me go in more to what supervised release is. It says supervised release begins after you've completed a prison sentence or been given some sort of adjudication. Right. Typical conditions include no new criminal offenses, active drug testing, approval before traveling outside your judicial district, check-ins with your probation officer, and following any other conditions ordered by the court. The most important part is that you do not have to be convicted of a new crime to violate your supervised release. You just have to violate any of those conditions within those terms.
Wow, okay.
Boosie, in this case, Cari, he got a new aggravated assault charge. This was in May of this year. According to, the investigators, Boosie was at a nightclub in Houston. A security guard was escorting a woman outside. The guard says he, not the girl, the guard, was struck in the head by a glass hookah.
Right.
When he turned around, he said Boosie was holding the hookah.
Yeah.
So he didn't see Boosie hit him. But when he turned around, Boosie was the nigga with the hookah in his hand. So Boosie was arrested, released on an $85,000 bond. Since then, federal probation officers have also alleged that Boosie traveled to Houston to perform at a Dome nightclub, or that nightclub that happened in, without getting the advance approval from the probation officer, which is required, like we just said, on a supervised release. Add that on top of something that happened even before, Cari, January 2026, Boosie failed a drug test.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting on that.
Boosie says his drug test being failed was because they tested him as soon as this adjudication started. So he said, like, this was in my system when y'all arrested me.
Okay, Boosie. Okay.
That's what he says.
We take your word for it, brother.
He also says he did not. Now, that one I may believe. I just don't know about the hand-in-hand part. I don't believe Boosie was the one in the middle of the club just smacking a nigga over the head with a hookah. I don't believe that one.
And there's a video
of somebody else doing it and him standing there.
I'm remembering now. As you were talking, I started to remember. And yes, I did see that clip.
Yes.
And if that's what y'all have, I think Boosie wins that fact there that I wasn't the one that hit him. Now, afterwards, me being next to it, me picking it up, we say what you want to say. I don't think Boosie slapped a nigga with the hookah.
Yeah, that honestly, even after the stories you may hear about Boosie, that doesn't sound like in public people around Boosie behavior.
No.
Boosie's a very quiet individual. When you hear about things that are alleged of him, they did not happen in public.
And I mean, bro, this is somebody who's been on trial for murder, done time for murder.
We're not doing stupid crimes like this.
He's smart enough to know that petty shit like that ain't worth it.
Yep.
I would truly put my money on Boosie, knowing that although, his track record may not give you that assumption or make you agree.
I'm with you.
This nigga was in jail for murder.
I'm with you.
Like, come on, guys.
And even on top of it, if you want to take it a different way than Cari's taking it, I beat the murder, guys.
Right.
I think I know how to maneuver out of things like that. I'm not going down on this charge. Yeah. I beat murders, nigga.
Yep.
And you're not going to catch me throwing hoop. That's another thing. Boosie's not striking me as the type of nigga throwing hookah in the club. Like, there's different things going on, straps coming out, niggas fighting for real. Yeah, Boosie's not picking up the hookah and throwing it at a security guard.
Yeah, brother. It don't sound like Boosie. But at the same time, he was there. At the same time, he was on this supervision, didn't get the approval to be there. So not taking up for him. I mean, you're still in the wrong in that case, right? You should still know better in that case to know, like, nigga, this situation is serious. The guns, do you remember the city, state? Was it California?
I do not know. Let me see if there's something.
For some reason, I want to say this was California because I remember him.
San Diego. Yep.
I remember him going to court.
Possessing a Glock while filming a music video in San Diego despite being on prohibited.
We good at this shit, y'all.
Despite being prohibited from firearms.
I remember him walking into the courts.
Yep.
In California, yeah. So
you're absolutely right.
You know how that go. So yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. This is still big to hear that the supervision is being revoked because that means more than likely jail time.
Well, it hasn't been necessarily revoked just yet.
Okay.
Boosie's confident that there will be some sort of dismissal.
Okay.
But the prosecutor has filed a motion with the judge to revoke his
My bad.
his suspension.
Got you. Okay.
But in any instance besides a high profile rapper, you're revoking that. You're revoking that. Not only did you commit a crime, I mean, we don't know.
Right.
But not only did you commit a crime, you committed it in a place you weren't supposed to be at because we didn't approve it. And before those 2 violations, you had a violation. I don't know, man. I love Boosie, though.
It is what it is.
Shout out Baton Rouge, all them niggas, man. Shout out the whole gang.
The whole trip.
The whole motherfucking gang. Shout out all
The
them
whole
niggas,
trail fail.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and prayers up.
Yeah,
Hope you make it out of that for sure.
For sure.
You don't want to see Boosie in his latter stages of his career, 50 plus, 40, 45 plus, heading to federal prison. It just doesn't make any sense. Unless you indeed took the base of a hookah and smashed it over a nigga.
Smash.
Yeah, then it makes some sense.
Oh, smash.
But let's move on. We got a couple more things to talk about. Let's talk Muni Long. I got a crazy headline that came across my phone this week that said Muni Long underwent a double lung transplant.
Yeah, bro, I saw this as well. Read up on it briefly, but I know we have more to tell the pod. So what you got for us?
So Muni Long in 2014 was diagnosed lupus, from what I believe. And I know people with lupus. I know family with lupus. And
Same.
that thing's very hot and cold, man. Like, it's very hot and cold. It's very picky and choosy when it wants to attack on you, especially if you're not keeping up with your medication the way you're supposed to be, man.
Absolutely, bro.
You could be living a great 6 months thinking you might not need that medicine. That motherfucker hit you down, and we're in the hospital for 2 months type shit.
Yep.
Fighting type
bro.
shit.
Yes, bro.
It is not a happy condition to have, or it's not something that is easily manageable. But that's on full display here with Muni Long. We got to her being on tour with Brandy and Monica. She was on the Boys Mind, Girls Mind tour, whatever you call it. And she said, hindsight 2020, she should have never even taken the tour. She felt how weak she was on the tour, even to the end of the tour. Her last show, she could only perform 2 songs and had to get off the stage. Damn. Her lungs were collapsing. After the tour ended, she made it back home. And I believe around Thanksgiving of last year, she collapsed and had to make it to the hospital, where they told her she either gets a double lung transplant now, or you got about 7 days to live.
Bro.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I read that part. Yep.
So she underwent a double lung transplant, I believe in January of this year, something like that. Either that or late last year. And she was just now sitting down to tell the blogs about her story. But man, you gotta pray. You gotta give God a hand clap and shit like that. But my goodness, a double lung transplant, and you here with us?
I was about to say, you here telling your story still. Yeah, because, most of the times
that shit doesn't go well.
With just lupus 1, right? And then being at the, severity of where she was in her situation.
Needing that, yeah.
Needing it, or being 7 days away from maybe, your death.
It's on the verge of a full lung collapse.
Yeah, bro. It's absolutely incredible that she's still here, and still being able to stand and tell her story. But
Fuck singing. Because that's when that life shit comes.
You see how I wouldn't even talk in music.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn.
That's when life and the body and the person becomes way more important than whether we get another album. We could play your music forever.
Exactly. But good to hear that, she got it taken care of. It seems now at this point she's gonna be more serious. I didn't read the whole interview or hear the whole interview, but I can only assume she's gonna be more serious about her health now, knowing that you were truly on the edges of your deathbed, more than likely. But just happy to hear that she's back. Prayers, if we get music, completely fine. But right now, prioritizing your health is the most important thing for her. So I'm happy that she's good, bro. But that was news to me that was shocking. I'm not the biggest Muni Long fan, but anytime you get news like that, I don't give a damn if I'm your biggest fan or not.
Hell yeah.
I'm just happy to see you again healthy, or at least healthier, and taking care of yourself, and once again prioritizing your health, bro. You can't play with shit like that. That's crazy to hear that still to this day. Even right now, like we've said it, I read about it a few days ago. It's still crazy to me.
It is crazy. Do you know what's even crazier though, Corey?
I think I see it.
Is it crazy that she's gonna roll an album on the back of this bullshit?
Bro, Pod, I just kind of peeked over and you were already chuckling. I saw something that looked like an album cover. I couldn't even really see.
Oh my God. You bitch.
Boy, you said, man, let me stop.
I'm looking
Let me stop.
Yeah, you were saying like she just, Corey, I swear to God, you were sitting over there saying the words verbatim. Like, man, I hope she just prioritizes her health, like takes this time to step back, like just be with your family, Really pray. Like, Corey saying all this nice shit.
You feel me?
And I'm looking, she dropped a new music video over the weekend.
No way. I gotta pull this up.
This is the day after she sat with Robin from Good Morning America.
Wow.
Breathing out these new lungs.
Enjoying life.
Oh my God, money. I felt bad. I shouldn't be feeling bad right now.
Wow. The new song is Rich. It's out now on all platforms.
That's correct. She's rolling an album out right now.
Hey,
Off too long.
Most of the time, niggas do bullshit. They get into fights. They start drama. They may hit their lady.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen the double lung transplant roll out. This is something new.
She collapsed her lungs for the bread.
This is something new.
And the thing is, I know you guys have heard me talk about whether it's giving your soul away,
chill.
Whether it's whatever it is. I support anybody willing to work this fucking hard to get to the top. You know what? Man. So if you were willing to deplete your lungs to get back to the top, sell us this fucking story?
Man, bro.
I'm like, I need a book at this point. Now you got to go big on big. Cookbook at the least. Book. Yeah, I need
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, she got to have a Netflix special like when Jamie came back. Yeah. I need all that shit.
Wow.
And I'm not the biggest Muni Long fan either, but like, turn me into one. Twin, where have you been? That was her, right? Nobody knows you like, or was that somebody else?
Yeah, no, I think that's Money.
Okay.
But what was the Hours and Hours? That's the one I'm thinking. That was the one.
Okay.
That's like Pandemic, almost 21. Yeah. But I think the one you talking is her as well.
She was doing that shit for hours. Nigga took her breath away.
Chill. Yeah, I can't call it. But she had another one though. I know what you're saying. I just don't know the name of it. I Miss You. Is that it?
No, Made for Me.
Oh,
yeah, that's the twin. Twin.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. Yep.
Wow, that is crazy. Now we asking where you been. But we can go ahead and move on out of her. I don't want to take this a dark place. Shout out on the lungs, prayers up. Shout out on the new track, new video. I didn't. You guys are doing some sick fucking shit these days. Rolling your albums out. But Cari, one more fucking topic.
All right.
And the 2026 XXL Freshman List is out, Cari. And I'm gonna keep an open mind this year.
All right.
Because last year we played all these, or we said all these names. I had no idea I'd like Baby Chief Do It as much as I do.
Same. It was another one.
There's a couple on there from last year.
Rugrat.
1900 Rugrat.
And I think Samara Sin was on there too. I talked about her highly though, but she's still killing it. But yeah, we were definitely very critical of not only Baby Chief, Rugrat. I think it was maybe one more as well. So
Ray Vaughn was on that list. YTB Fat was on that list.
That's I think who we was talking about. And I think like his DJ, somebody in his camp, I think it was either Rugrat or YTB Fat. They they liked some shit that we had posted about. I remember seeing it was like his DJ, like his producer.
Really?
Yeah, because we tagged them and we was like, we don't know these niggas. And like one of they niggas like tapped into our shit.
Okay. Should we be scared when we come to the city?
No.
Okay.
I think it's just like, motivation.
Okay, cool. I just didn't know, like, should we?
Nah, I wasn't saying it like that.
When we see them niggas, should we check in?
I wouldn't say it like that. Nah.
Do we need to bang the gang?
Like, we're perfectly fine.
Okay.
It wasn't even like that. We were just like, we don't know these niggas.
Okay.
But to your point, you're being more open minded because we did a lot of walking back last year with the last 2025 XXL Freshman list. But fast forward to 26, look at this list though and tell me, like, do you know these names?
Where are we looking at? Where are we?
Where's it at in the Twitter group?
Okay. Let me get to this. I will say I think there was no names I saw that I knew. I
think you're gonna know a few once you see it again. But I'm gonna let you get to it.
All right, let me look back. Is that La Reezy or LA Reezy?
I don't know.
Don't know that nigga.
Let's just go La.
Correct. I don't know Slayer.
Nope.
I don't know So Camo. I know Trap Dickie's name.
Yeah.
I know Trap Dickie's name. I know Belly Gang Kush.
Really?
I know Belly Gang Kush.
That was one I was like, I don't know who that is.
That's the white boy in the middle. Yeah. I know he's pretty fucking big. Okay. I know Belly Gang Kush.
Cushington.
It's Cushington, but everybody calls him Belly Gang Kush.
I know.
Chris Patrick, I wouldn't know who the fuck that guy is, Cari.
Yeah, me neither.
Babyface E, you know him?
I think I've seen that name. I'm finna search my library.
I know YK Nice.
Yeah.
I do know YK Nice. I don't know who Skrilla is.
Skrilla is a 6'7" nigga. I believe that's the one who made the 6'7" song.
Okay, that means that's this guy up here, or I believe, and that or him. I think it's him, and he's a devil worshiper.
Oh,
no, like he one of them niggas that like I'm not even saying it off the 6'7" shit. Like, I believe I've seen a video of him talking about how he worships the occult, shit like that.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't need to.
Who's Trim?
Just Trim, but yeah, I don't know who that is.
You know Miles Minnick? I know Hurricane Wisdom.
I do know
that nigga's getting a lot of fucking spins. Like,
yeah, he just did a track with a Chance. They got a fire track out right now. They did a whole video and everything.
And I think Trap Dickie might be this guy right here. He just got, one of them just got signed by TDE or somebody.
I think it's Trap Dickie.
That nigga can spit.
Yeah. I think it's Trap Dickie.
His flow reminds me of is it the 98 Babies? What was the name of it? 88 Babies.
88 Babies.
If you've heard Trap Dickie's flow,
okay, it
reminds you of the 88 Babies.
Okay, and he is TDE.
Okay, yeah. So I was right about that one.
Yep. You got me intrigued.
Yeah, no.
88 Babies.
Play Trap Dickie because he's got a few hot songs that they're like are noteworthy, that are hot.
Yeah, I remember this album cover though.
Sound like 88 Babies.
Yeah. Okay.
Not even gonna lie.
Shout out Keith and T-Ron. I see y'all under this one, so y'all let us know what Trap Dickie sound like.
I'm not mad at this list, Cari. Is it crazy to say I'm not mad at this list? There are notable names on here for me.
Yeah, and I think I can't necessarily say they got it right or wrong because I'm not that in tune with it, but the names that we did mention that I have at least seen, whether it be feature, song, article, Instagram, whatever, I understand, like, no, those people are making noise. Trap Dickie, YK Nice, Skrilla, Hurricane Wisdom. Like, I see these names a lot.
Belly Gang for me. Like, I see that nigga's name a lot. So, like, he turning up in Atlanta.
So they probably doing something right this year. Although it ain't, names that we may be super familiar with. I don't think these lists are made for us anymore, by the way.
That's true. That is 100% true. But I will also say over the next year, the ones that are the truth, we will get comfortable with those names the same way we recognize some from the 2025 list to be like that, and they've stuck with us this last year. There's some of them, like I said, with the Baby Chief do it, you have no option with him being popular and getting airplay, but to hear him. Like, have you heard that new song of his that I just want to dance?
Yeah, you sent in the group.
Did I? Okay.
Baby Chief, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's more like a pop sound almost.
I did send that. Yeah. Because me and Hop was talking about who the feature could have been, this, that, and the third.
Yep.
Those are one of those one of those artists you're just gonna have to hear.
Okay.
I do think maybe YK Nice, Trap Dickie, they're gonna be Hurricane Wisdom for sure is gonna be that voice you're just gonna have to hear.
I'm looking the name Chris Patrick. I do know.
Okay.
I have a track that he did with Matt Kane earlier this year. I'm actually send that to you because it's fire. I may have actually played it on the pod now that I think about it, but this shit is fire. So I know that guy.
Okay. I halfway agree that we are a bit aged for this list now.
No doubt.
That we're too old for this list, or that this list isn't for us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I will not argue but say is anybody that was our age 10 years ago, I'm sure there were still several artists off of that incredible 2016 list that people still like. There are people 10 years older than us that love 21,
100%.
that love Kodak,
100%.
that love
Uzi.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other one that was like the real conscious rap. Denzel.
Denzel Curry, yo.
So many from that list.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's not just us. We should be able to look at that and hear good music from it. It's not just us. The music's changing.
I agree. It's changing, from top to bottom. I'm seeing, though, we're looking at the cover list here, and Cash Cobain is the name I was thinking about earlier.
That is the name.
That's the name I was trying to think of.
That was that we were talking about Cole.
With Cole.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't have too much more to add. Everything that you said, I agree with. Don't necessarily think these lists are made strictly for us anymore. It's for a newer crowd, a much younger crowd. I'm sure they hopefully are, look into these lists just like we were doing 10, 15 years ago. We wanted to see who were the hottest young new artists who were going to take over the game. It may not have the same effect, but I'm still okay with these still being done from year to year because I still think it's important. I talk about physical media. I talk about that being this thing itself, but this is still a leg up for these new artists. You know what I mean? Still achieving and getting to XXL, being able to be a cover artist on this magazine is still a huge deal. You know what I'm saying? Although we may not, like I said, grab hold to it as much as we did before, I don't ever want to lessen the fact that just because I don't know these people, that it doesn't mean anything. I never want to be that guy.
You have to be able, or you have to be putting the work in to be recognized as a XXL freshman. I agree with that. And even if we don't like them, I agree with what you're saying. You got to respect the level of work that these niggas have put in to arrive at the destination. They're here. You've arrived. If you made it on this cover, you have arrived in this industry.
100%, bro.
Yeah, and nobody, no matter what kind of music you make, because that shit's subjective, whether we like it or not, nobody can take that shit away from you.
Yep.
Soak that fucking cover up. No matter what year it is, no matter how many times people tell you the XXL cover is tainted, watered down, whatever. Fuck all that.
Be the best one on the list too. Stand out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuck that.
100.
How does it feel to know we are far past the time? Like you think back to the 2016 and the best of the XXL freshman list. 18, 19.
Yeah, I mean, I've come to accept it. I don't necessarily, I don't feel no way about it, honestly. Like kind of what I just ended with, like, I'm happy to see new artists get the cover every year, but I'm not necessarily upset that it don't feel the same way or have the same effect for me personally or for my era. You know what I mean? But again, I still love the fact that this is possible. We just talked about Vibe and it's different. That's black owned. That's was for a different effect. But same type of conversation here. The fact that we still have these platforms, whether it be magazine, whether it be physical media, these things help. What you just ended with, artists getting to these destinations, these points in their career, it's powerful. It's meaningful. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it. And I think, again, I will always be for it when newer artists, reach this level. Because I like what you broke it down with, bro. Man, we don't know the nights and the years and the no's and the traumas that these people go through.
Niggas grinding for that shit.
They grind hard for this, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? To finally get to these levels, I can't be a hater just because I don't know you or don't like the music.
Bro, I sat back and I thought about it when I was thinking about the pod, but it fits so much here in what you just said. Dog, fuck a hood, fuck suburbs, fuck the money that people came up with in their pocket or their moms and dads had growing up with. When it's this business shit, rap, entertainment, whatever business that you in, you real life, mommy and daddy aren't coming to invest in your business, especially this rap shit. Like, mommy and daddy aren't coming to put dollars into your business. And I know this even with the pod shit. Mommy and daddy aren't coming to put dollars into your business. They're not promoing and spending money on your marketing dollars. They're not buying your equipment. When it comes to this rap shit, and that's why I'm big up in them, you real life gotta get every 0 to 100% of that shit out the dirt. Like, that's why I respect them niggas. You gotta, even if I don't like you, you gotta get that shit out the fucking dirt to be able to live and eat and exist in this industry. Nobody's gonna give you shit over here. Like, straight up.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you have to grind that shit, no pun intended, out the mud. Like, so shout out all them niggas that have taken the time to get there, because I know, just like you said, it was them long nights. Mama wasn't putting in on your motherfucking studio time. Pops wasn't putting in on your motherfucking studio time. Nobody was making sure you get with this label or that label. Like, niggas wasn't going the extra. It was you in the crib. You put together your fucking team. Now you get to sit back and look at your fucking team and remember all the nights it was you. Yeah, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to XXL Freshman Listed 2026, man. Shout out them niggas.
100.
But yeah, I don't have any more to talk this episode.
Me neither. That was great, man. Great fucking episode.
Yeah, man. Let's see you guys on Thursday for 429.
Yep, man.
We'll get out of here. I'm Roderick.
I'm Cari.
All right, we'll see you next time.